Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm going early this afternoon to see who has their bells turned on, see who has the notifications turned on, to see if they miss anything. Well, we've got some more information coming in about plug power, so I want to put a video out. This will go out later, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so we're going to go straight into a plug power special announcement now. Okay. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. Plug power is up today, 8.23. What turnaround from 225, where we first got in and identified that this was a good buy. However, we do have a lot of stocks rallying today because we're just about to go into mega cap earnings tomorrow with Microsoft and Google, and then Jerome Powell on the FOMC report on Wednesday. So be wary. And then we also have the plug power earnings coming up soon as well. And we're also going to cover that one. That is on February the 28th. So anyway, plug power, what's new today? Let me share with you some information on plug you're going to like. Okay, so if it's your very first time here, click subscribe and ring the bell, and do tap the like button because you might like this. Plug is a great company. However, we've got potentially the next earnings is going to be a little bit shaky. And I think people are getting a bit excited, even though we know it's going to $10. And beyond, we have to be careful on the way there. So let's look at the plug power information. This is plug right now, not directly, but it's to do with hydrogen, which I think that you might find interesting. Some news just out, sent in to me by one of my researchers, one of my members. Thank you very much indeed, Henrik from Denmark, who sent me this information. Hundreds of hydrogen fuel cell electric vans to flood the streets. The debate over hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles rages on, and the Renault Group just added some fuel to the fire. The automaker's HYVIA electric vehicle venture is kicking into high gear with an initial delivery of 50 hydrogen fuel cell vans to the Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes region this year, towards a near-term goal of 400 light-duty and 8-duty fuel cell vehicles. The later term goal is 1,000 vehicles in all, which leads to the question, where's the hydrogen? Now, of course, plug power is the leader in hydrogen. There's no question about that. They are the biggest hydrogen company in the world. So they are dominating the space. So anyway, let's read more to this. I think you'll find this very, very interesting. Where's the hydrogen? Here's the hydrogen. The answer is easy. The hydrogen is already on its way. The Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes region is the host of the Zero Emissions Valley project, which it billed as the largest renewable hydrogen-driven mobility project in France. The project is supported by a public-private hydrogen infrastructure venture called Hypulsion. Hympulsion, there you go, formed in 2019 under agreement between the Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes Region Council, Michelin, and the leading energy firm Engie, which support from the Banques de Tourets, territories, and the Credit Agricole and EU funding too. Of course, some French coming in here, so I do apologize for my mispronunciation. If you caught that thing about renewable hydrogen, that is a key point. The primary source of global hydrogen supply is natural gas, with gasified coal, neither of which is renewable. Hympulsion is working on a different track, consisting of green hydrogen produced from water in electrolyzer systems. Ring a bell? Of course it should do. We are talking about plug power. There you go. All right, let's carry on with this report. However, in recent years, it's been growing in all directions as the cost of renewable energy and electrolysis systems continues to drop. The Hympulsion website notes that the infrastructure plan for Zero Emission Valley includes 11 electrolyzer systems capable of producing enough green hydrogen for up to 1,100 light-duty commercial hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. The company also lists a goal of 18 distribution stations on its website, though a Renault press release mentions 15 fueling stations. As for the hydrogen itself, the Hyvia startup is 50-50 joint venture between Renault and the US green hydrogen producer Plug Power. There it is. There's our favorite hydrogen company, of course. Plug Power mentioned. Lovely. All right. So very important. Here it comes. Plug Power, which seems to be getting the last laugh in the area of hydrogen mobility, at least for now. Where are all the hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles? For those of you new to the topic, fuel cell vehicles are electric vehicles, but their primary source of power is a fuel cell, not a battery pack. Fuel cells generate electricity on the go through a reaction between hydrogen and oxygen. With ambient air providing the oxygen, the only emission is water. If that sounds expensive and complicated, it is. The key advantage is that fuel cells can be recharged in a few minutes, just like a gasmobile. Fuel cell fans also draw attention to cold weather performance and longer range. Fuel cell vehicles have yet to gain much traction here in the US, but they are catching on elsewhere around the globe with an assist from public subsidies, and France is among those elsewheres. Hyvia has already pilot tested its signature Renault Master Van H2 Tech fuel cell van in Europe. The new vehicle almost flew under the Clean Technica radar, except our correspondent Jacek Fior had an opportunity last November to chat in person with David Holderbashem of Hyvia, along with representatives from Renault. The conversation revolved around turnkey solutions for hydrogen vehicles. Earlier today, Hyvia released many more details about the soup to nuts Renault Master Van H2 Tech package, which is designed to shepherd the vehicle through its useful life, from financing to support services all the way through to resale. Hyvia is already aiming beyond France to the European market at large, banking on the demand for light-duty commercial vehicles to grab a quick foothold. About those fueling stations, back to Plug once again. Now, we know that Plug is a $10 stock at least. However, we don't want to be caught with our pants down. We did buy it at the bottom, though, $2.25, no doubt about it. But this could be a very, very big stock in the future, knowing that Plug is the dominant force in this sector. Anyway, let's carry on with it. With longer range and faster fueling times, fuel cell vehicles could get by with a somewhat smaller charging station network than a fleet of battery electric vehicles would need, but that remains to be seen. In any case, a couple of solutions are already in hand. Mobile hydrogen fueling stations are one way to fill gaps in the fuel station network, and we know that Plug Power does that. Okay, very, very important. So click subscribe, ring the bell, and tap the like button if you like this so far. Share it out to your friends. Hyvia is focusing on the second option, leveraging the scalability and transportability of electrolyzer systems to offer fleet owners their own on-site green hydrogen equipment under the proprietary name Hywel. Okay, we'll move down. The Hywel system can produce 1,000 kilograms of green hydrogen daily, which Hyvia estimates is sufficient for a fleet of 20 to 25 vehicles. Adapted to the needs of rapid deployment of light and intensive H2 mobility, the Hywel station's mission is to accompany their successive phases of decarbonization of professional fleets Renault enthuses. The Hywel station can be deployed quickly and easily on the most constrained installation sites thanks to its compact and plug-and-play architecture they add. What do the fleet owners say? Okay, whether a vehicle is hydrogen fuel cell or battery powered, the focus on fleets is significant because of the potential for the rapid, large-scale adoption of zero-emission vehicles that can go sideways for some fleets. See Hertz, for example. We know they did a deal with Tesla. But others can benefit from the opportunity for on-site hydrogen and or battery charging stations. The Postal Service, for example, has committed to buying 66,000 battery electric delivery vans in the coming years to dovetail with plans for installing charging stations at hundreds of new postal hubs. I think that's pretty much. We got a bit there, a bit more. Earlier this week, Fleet News features edition Andrew Ryan touched base with the Association of Fleet Professionals for some insights. Some fleets are starting to take hydrogen seriously as a zero-emission fuel option because of issues encountered in running electric vans, says the Association of Fleet Professionals, Ryan reported. These issues include the range and payloads of the currently available vans, while poor towing ability is also a concern. Ryan takes note of some new activity in the van space that has sparked the renewed interest in the fuel, including the Vauxhall Vivaro e-hydrogen in the UK and a trial of the first hydrogen van in Wales, where the utility Wales and West has also been looking into exacting hydrogen from wastewater. Though AFP notes that fleet managers are still taking hydrogen with a hefty grain of salt, interest does seem to be percolating in the van space. Some fleets in some applications are finding that the range and payload of the electric vans available so far remain unsuitable for their needs. AFP chair Paul Hollick explains there are also operational issues ranging from poor towing ability through to practical difficulties such as charging out of hours. The availability of government incentives is still the main driver for early hydrogen fuel cell adopters, but that's nothing new in the zero emissions vehicle field. So what do you think? I thought I'd bring this to you. I want to thank Henrik from Denmark for sending this in, who is an investor in Plug Power. Plug Power, we've seen rise rapidly from once we got the deal through. We got in at 225 and now we're at 367. However, I would just put a warning out, even though this is looking very, very interesting and Plug Power is the leader in all of this, we do need to remember that earnings will not reflect I don't think will reflect the path going forward just yet. The next earnings, yes. Now, if you bought with me at 225, then you're golden anyway. It doesn't really matter if it goes back down to 230, 240, even $3. You don't really care because long term it's going to be up. But if you're in it for a quick trade, then you might want to consider taking some profit off the table. What do you think? Plug Power. If you tap the like button, this will share this video out to more people. Please comment below. I will respond to all of my members' comments. I answer every single one, and then I try to answer the non-members as well. Okay, click subscribe or ring the bell. And if you want that full analysis on Plug, click above my head down here in the description. I'll put it there for you. And over here, I'll also post more hydrogen and stocks around Plug over here as well. As always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, that was sent in from one of our members. Thank you very much indeed. We started the show early today. I wanted to get that in as it was very, very important for Plug. Let me see who is here today. Good evening, Sam. Welcome to the show. Good evening, Lance Strength. Hi, John. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're very slow on numbers because everybody's, of course, not expecting the show to start early. That's the point of ringing the bell. Otherwise, you'll miss these announcements. All right. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. If you can go and check right now, when you subscribe to the channel, make sure that you do it like this. Okay, there's a right and wrong way to do everything in life, right? Click the subscribe button. You can go and do it again now because you can unsubscribe and subscribe again. Make sure that the bell is set to all. All right? Now, you might go, yeah, but I don't want too many notifications. You won't. You won't. That's only for my channel. That's not all of YouTube. That's just for me. And that way you won't miss anything when I go live, it will tell you I'm going live. All you now need to do is turn on your notifications on YouTube. And if you feel that you're getting too many notifications for other channels, you can go back to each individual channel and tailor it. So if you're getting, one channel give you 100 notifications a day, which you won't get because you can only get 3 from the channel. But if you've rung the bell for 50 channels, you might want to adjust that. All right. But you don't want to miss what I'm giving you because it's very important information. Sam, I asked you a question, but I did not hear the answer yet. Sam, you asked me a question. I don't see the question. I have to focus on my members. Oh, you are a member, Sam. I apologize. You asked me a question. What was the question? What was the question? I don't see it. If you ask again, I will be able to answer it. Was it before the show started? I don't know. Let me scroll back. I can't see a question from you. Sam, if you'd like to ask me again. I don't see any questions from you. Just looking back. No. I don't see a question. If you posted links in the chat, I am from Salah, from Libya. Fantastic. How come you didn't tell me that when you became a member? Because we don't have. I don't think we have Libya on our list. I don't think we have Libya. Did you win the membership, or did you buy it yourself? Did you win the membership, or did you buy it yourself? Any thoughts on TPST, Tempest Therapeutics? I haven't got any thoughts on it. If you want me to, as you are a member, I can put it on the list and review it for you, do a full deep dive review. If you'd like me to do that, I can do that. Okay, we're going to do a review right now. I told you, as you were surprised, because I'm only the one from Libya. Aha! Did you buy the membership or did you win it? I'm just looking down the list. I don't think we have Libya. I'm just scrolling down. Yeah, we don't. Yes, please do. Add Tempest Therapeutics. Okay. What is the ticker, please? Oh, TPST, you give me that. Yes. Did you win it or did you buy it? Yes, you just put yes. I bought it. Well, in that case then, thank you very much for your support. Let's add your flag. Let's add your request as well. So here we go. Let's add your request. Okay, let me do that now. And it is TPST. Tempest Therapeutics. And that is Sam. What is your native language? What is your native language? I'll see if I can speak to you in your native language. What language do you speak in Libya? Okay, I've added your review to the list. TPST, Tempest Therapeutics. Okay, now we're going to add a Libya flag to the list here. Okay, here we go. Libya. This will be our. I'll check in a minute where this comes in now. Libya. Libya. There we go. Okay. All right. If you look underneath here, you will see the Libya flag come up. So we're going to add Libya to our list of members. We had Afghanistan the other day. Libya. We've now got 57 countries represented here. Awesome stuff. Can't believe it. That's amazing. "57 countries. Arabic. Okay, here we go then. Let me try and speak to you in Arabic. I'll do my best. To hopefully it will sound right. Welcome, Sam from Libya. You now fly the flag for your country. Thank you very much for being part of the family. We aim to be the most honest, real channel on YouTube TV. We go live up to 10 hours a day, every day. I'm also now going to give you the link to my music channel in the chat. Please consider subscribing to my music channel as we do fundraiser events and live concerts every Friday. Welcome to the family. Here we go.
مرحبا بسام من ليبيا. أنت الآن ترفع علم بلدك. شكرا جزيلا لكونك جزءا من العائلة. نهدف إلى أن نكون القناة الحقيقية الأكثر صدقا على يوتيوب تي في. ونبث مباشرا لمدة تصل إلى 10 ساعات يوميا. وأنا أيضا. الآن سأعطيك رابط قناة الموسيقية في الدردشة. يرجى التفكير في الاشتراك في قناة الموسيقية حيث نقوم بفعاليات جمع التبرعات والحفلات الموسيقية الحية كل يوم جمعة. مرحبا بك في العائلة.
There you go. I hope that was right for you. Translated into Arabic. There he is, the very talented man who is out of this world with the brilliant little rocket Martyn. Let's rocket Martyn. And the crowd goes wild. How's it going, Tesla Jam Man? It's going right, mate. How's life in your ranch today? Are you good for you? I hope so. I hope so. Hello all. Some good opportunities to take today. Alex Manea. Great, thank you. You're welcome, Sam. Awesome. Sure, there we go. Thank you so much for having me. Absolute pleasure. Welcome, Sam. Thank you so much for the Arabic speaking. I love it. Great stuff. Okay. All right, there you go. Now then, my portfolio. Let's have a little look where we are today. Very, very nice. Great day again today. Look at the portfolio today. We're up today. The idea is to make $300 a day. That's the aim. We're on average, we're making about 250 at the moment. So we're not quite making 300, but we've got the dividends in March. Adding more when I get paid in February. We could start bringing it up to $300 a day. That's the idea. So we're moving towards that every day. I've got a target to reach $100,000 in a year and a bit. I put that post on X, and also I'm working at today's rate with what I'm making a day, what I'm earning a day at the moment. I will have $1 million portfolio, so I will be a millionaire in cash on this portfolio in 12 years, and I'm focusing on that. I'm going to be here till I make $1 million. But of course, if the channel grows faster, I can earn more money, I can put more in, it goes up, then that 12 years can come down. But definitely 100%, if you follow the path, I will follow the path. I will be at $1 million on this portfolio in 12 years. And my total at the moment is 66,512. So the first thing we got to get to is 100,000, which will be just over a year. And I've shown you how I'm going to do it. Shown you the path, I've given you all the numbers, and so on and so forth on my X account. All right, here comes the Libya flag. If you look here, you'll see the Libya flag. Just a moment. Here it comes. There we go. There is the Libya flag. That's for Sam. I've just posted your Libya flag. That's now your flag. You represent that flag. We are in 57 countries, and you represent your country. Fantastic. Sam says, yeah, I'm doing Legends Tour this Saturday. Elvis and me doing Elton and Meatloaf and other people doing Kylie Minogue. No idea how to spell her name. And Amy Winehouse. Minogue, not Manogue. But you're close, sort of. G-O-U-E. Anyway, very, very good. Yes, I can see it. There you go. That's your flag. Fantastic. Right. Now, if you'd like to join us, Sam, on Friday for the music concert, I've given you the link to the channel. Every Friday, we do a live concert. As a member, you can request a song, and I'll do it for you, and you can dedicate it to somebody you love or care about or whatever. All right? Okay. So then, we now need to move on for our next review. Now, Jeffrey Diamond. Is Jeffrey Diamond here? Jeffrey Diamond is sponsoring the bell today. Jeffrey Diamond, here he is. Are you here? Just make sure he's here. He sponsored the bell this morning and he missed it. He missed his big moment this morning, but never mind. He will see it tonight. So AMD is next. AMD. Let's line it up. AMD. Okay, let's change the flags a minute. Okay. Load it all up. Loading up my software. We're doing another review, a full back test. Let me load that up as well. We'll put $10,000 in AMD. And we'll put $10,000 in the S&P 500. Yes, it started half an hour early today. That's why you got to ring the bell. We did a plug announcement today. Yes, it did. If you snooze, you lose on this show, I tell you. That's why you got to ring the bell. So we had some big news for plug today. And you missed it. That'll teach you to sleep, won't it? Hey, you won't do that again, will you? Let's have a little look. So we're looking for news. I'm just loading up AMD at the moment. Looking for the investor relations. Here we go. The newsroom. And the investor relations. January 22nd, got some information here. We will look at that. And That's all we need. Right, we got that. Brilliant. We're just lining it all up to bring you some latest news and information on AMD. We did, what did we do the other day? What was it? I can't remember the name of it now. Can anyone remind me? Which was it? Which one was it the other day? Let me look on my channel. I've just done a review. Hey, hang on a minute. AMD. We've just done this. Oh, Jarder Stick. I've done this one. I've just done it. Hey, I thought this looked familiar. Anyway. When is Jarder Stick here? Jarder Stick, are you here? Jay, he's not here at the moment. All right. So it's going to be APLD. We're going to be doing APLD, not that one at all. Okay, APL. I thought AMD, I'm just done this. Anyway, do it again, but not straight away. And this is Applied Digital. Applied Blockchain. Yardstick. Applied Digital. I wonder if he means this one. Let's have a look. Oh, Henrik, thanks for joining me. I've just done the plug information that you sent in, Henrik. We started half an hour ago, so I've just put it all out. So that'll go out later on a video, the news that you sent in for me. So is Jonathan Santos? No, I haven't checked Acorn stock. If you become a member, I can do a full review for you. Applied Digital. I'm just trying to find this one here. This is for Yardstick as well. He's paid a lot of... he's done a lot of super chats for these. Applied Digital. We want to make sure we got the right one. Applied Digital. No, that doesn't come up either. So I can't do it if he's not here. Yardstick. So I'm going to move on, and we're going to do UFO. This is for John Granfor's UFO. This is why I always need the procure space. That's not right either. Procure space ETF. Oh, you can't do an ETF, John. You can't do an ETF. It's not a stock. You can't review an ETF. That's not possible. So I'm going to have to when John Granfor's in. John, you can't do an ETF as a stock. You can't do a stock review on an ETF. It's not possible, right? So unfortunately, I'll have to not do that. I can talk about the stock, but we can't do a review on it. It's completely different. It's like trying to do a review on the S&P. This is a stock review, not an ETF review. So John, that's why I can't do that. I'm here. Hiya, John. Yeah, we can't do UFO. It's an ETF. Okay. The information that I have available to me doesn't do an ETF like that. So okay. So so there we go. Let me take your name off there. When Yardstick comes in, I will tell him as well that I can't do that. So let me do that there. How about MNTS? Oh, we can change it. Of course we can. MNTS. All right, that'll be next then, because we're going to replace it with that. MNTS. Yes, of course. I think we did Momentus, but it's been a while. So Martyn, let me search for it. Martyn Lucas MNTS. It doesn't matter. I did it a long time ago. Blimey, look at that. A year ago. That's what I looked like a year ago. Look, less stressful a year ago. That was me a year ago, but I haven't done it since then. So no, it's due to be done again. So that's fine. We can do it again. All right. So Momentus, MNTS. No problem. Is Jardistick here? And is Jeffrey Diamond here? MNTS. Right. Let's start again. Back test. $10,000 in the S&P 500 and MNTS. $10,000 in MNTS. We'll compare the two. Okay, that's good. Let's check, double check for dividends. Okay, that's that. And then we will search for the latest information on the stock. Momentus. Momentus. Is this Momentus Space? Let's make sure we're in the right one. Engages in provision of space infrastructure services. Yes, it does. There's lots of companies called Momentus. So we have to be clear we've got the right one. How about Acon? Yes, you need to be a member of my channel for a full review. We've done these 60 reviews now. I'll give you the link if you want to become a member. It's a free perk. It's one of the things that you get as a member. If you're on any device, this works. If you're on an iPhone, you need to use the browser. Select a browser, not the app or whatever. A browser, but then select desktop version. Okay. Okay. All right. I've got Momentus up. This looks interesting. Good old space. I love it. Okay. Okay. We've got some latest news. Well, that's quite a way ago. That's August the 7th. He must have some more news since then, surely. December the 6th. A press release. Not very much information from them. June. Well, it's been a bit quiet recently. Anyway, this will be interesting. Right, space. Okay, we're just loading this one up. Momentus offers the smallest bus based on Vigoride. This is interesting. There we go. That's what we need. That's what we want. Got some good information now. Back test is ready to go. Momentus. Right, we're all set. Momentus, this is our next stock review then. The time is, let me just check my time, how long I've been streaming for, so I can edit it later. Oh, wow, Jonathan Santos just become a member.
Jonathan Santos _24 has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed, Jonathan Santos. So, is Jardastick in the chat here in the channel? Jardastick, are you here? Let's go back to space. Virgin Galactic. I wouldn't get excited. I mean, it's just bouncing up a bit. Nothing that. I mean, I can't get excited about this. We should be at $3 or $4 now. So anyway, let's get on with this next review. 40 minutes. Here we go. All right, it's time for another stock review. This time we're looking at Momentus, MNTS. It's all lined up. Okay, now then. Would everybody please welcome Jonathan, who's just become a member of our channel. Welcome, Jonathan. What you get as a member, not only do you get a badge which recognizes you, you can now access members-only live streams, members-only videos. If you look on the homepage of the channel, you will see all the members-only videos here. Where's me members-only videos? Why can I not see this? Oh, there we go. Members-only videos. We have members-only live chats, members-only live streams. You can have a birthday celebrated in the show. I'm the World Piano Man, so during the live show, you can have a birthday. I go behind me to my studio at the back, and we did 2 this morning, and you can have it, or you can dedicate it to somebody else. I'll give you a little wave. If there's somebody that you love and you want to donate it to, you can. All right, so you can do that. Also, you can ask me to review a stock, and I will review a stock for you. Just put it on the list, and I will do that. I think you asked for one, but if you can ask again, because I wasn't writing it down at the time because you wasn't a member, we can add it to the list. If you do a super chat, you can bump it to the top. Now, in addition to all of that, you get my newsletter. That's free for everyone. We have free cash giveaways. That's free for everyone. All of that information is on my website, martynlucas.com. Let me give you the link to martynlucas.com. Here it is. You can see all my links. If you want to grow online, I will help you. I will answer all your questions on X and Instagram and all that stuff. I reply to all my members. If you want an answer to a question, comment below any of my videos on YouTube, and I will reply to all of my members. I will make videos for you, review stocks for you. You can ask the audience a poll. You can poll the audience. There's many perks that you get. You can phone in, be live on the show, access Discord, send me links in if you want to share things with me, put things into the show, suggestions, all that kind of stuff. You can get that. So I'm going to give you the link now to Discord. This is how you can send in links and all that stuff. All right, here's the link to Discord. It will take 10 minutes for you to get through security. Once you're through, go into the Discord Welcome All channel, which is just here. Let me go to the Welcome All channel. You will appear here. All right, I'll go hi. Hi, Jonathan. Okay. So when you come in, Take 10 minutes. We'll upgrade you. You'll get a welcome from everybody. I will send you a friend request. Please do not accept from anyone else that's called Martyn Lucas, because there's loads of con artists who pretend to be me and they're not. Many perks and benefits. Now, as a silver member, in addition to all of that, you get discounts from my shop if you want anything. You also get, because silver membership is the best value by quite a way. You can also have a 20-minute fundraiser if you want, or a 20-minute concert. People pay me hundreds of dollars for birthdays, thousands of dollars for concerts. You get it for free as a silver member. It's my gift to you because you're supporting the live shows. Appreciate it very much indeed. And your price will never go up. Inflation will never make the price go up. And I'll always provide more and more services to you. So I hope that all makes sense. So what was the review you wanted? Remind me again, but I'm now going to get on with our next review. And also, please, everybody, welcome. And what country are you from? Because we might be able to add your flag. We've got members now in 57 countries. We go out in 14 languages on the main videos. And we want to make sure that you are taken care of. All right. Trillion Damage, hello. I just want to thank you, the person that gave me several members. However, I haven't been able to say thank you till now. Drilling Damage, it's been several of our members. We've had a member called Jarderstick who's been giving everyone memberships. We've had Bill giving everyone memberships. We've had lots of memberships donated. They do expire after a while, but I can see you've let yours expire. But they only last for the month. If you don't renew it, it expires. But it's people love the show, and they want everyone to be a member and be part of it. So they've been donating to you, so you could have all the perks and benefits. And then if you like it, then you might renew. But there you go. Anyway, so it's Bill and it's Jarderstick and others have done this. So there you go. All right, let's have a look. Alex is oversold. Buckaroonie, I'm new to this game. Don't clearly understand the numbers. This means it'll short squeeze soon. Bill, thank you so much. United States I used to invest on Acon. You think it's good to invest on it again? Acon, so you'd like me to review Acon. Let me put it on the list. What's the name of the company? I've got to move on quickly because I've got to do Momentus right now. So if you can give me the name of the business, not just the ticker, or maybe it's Acon. I don't know. I've never looked at it, so I can't say. But anyway, I'll write it down. ACAON, and it's Jonathan. Let me write this down correctly. Jonathan Santos 24. Okay, Jonathan Santos. Right, I've got to move on now and do my next review. If Jonathan does come through into Discord, somebody welcome him in, and I will upgrade him very, very shortly. Now, we have lots of stuff that you might have just missed. Just before I do the review, you may have missed this afternoon. Lots of stuff I put out for you. I put out a... let me just share with you. So there was the new Virgin Galactic song, Ain't No Pleasing You. A bit of fun there. I hope you enjoyed that. You've all seen the interview in the AMD review, stock review, I believe. We put out price reaction to Virgin Galactic. The FOMC report, that's on Wednesday. There's a preview of it. The Google earnings information, how to find the Google earnings live. We're going to cover that. Microsoft earnings live. We're going to do that as part of Google because they're both at the same time. I put out a marketing disaster using these guys here from the Motley Fool. I think this was terrible what Virgin Galactic are deciding to do. But however, Virgin Galactic seem to be wanting to, destroy the stock price. I don't know what's going on there with them. But anyway, there it is. And there's the price warning. I see it going down to $1.10 now. So anyway, there's some videos you may have missed. Go and check those out. We just recorded oh my flipping God. Look at my portfolio. Look at my portfolio. Consistently beating the market. I think it's overpricing right now. I've got to be honest. I mean, it's great to see it. But I have to be honest, I think the market is going up too much. It's going up because we've got tomorrow the earnings. This is going to sell off, I'm sure of it. And then we've got, of course, Fed Jerome Powell is going to kill all this. So there you go. There's my portfolio. There's my Roth IRA. That might flip a neck. 66.7. We're doing really, really well. Really, really well. Look at that. So the idea is make $300 a day consistently. 123 there. Wow, 330, 350 today. We're up. That's brilliant. Brilliant. But it's all too much. There's no doubt about it. Anyway, that's great to see it, but I don't think it's justified. I would imagine the main elevation for that is Microsoft, I would imagine. And Google, yeah, there it is. Because it's tomorrow night. The earnings tomorrow night. So everyone's getting excited. Tesla's probably playing along. Yeah. It's all getting too excited. But it's great to be in. 99% of my money is invested. I've got $100,000 ready to buy more. But anyway, we've got to get on now with this review. I'm in Google and Amazon. Of course, you're covering those. Amazon is winning the poll at the moment. Amazon or Microsoft. Sorry, hang on. Not Amazon or Microsoft. Google or Microsoft. They're both at the same time. And of course, I'll be covering Amazon as well. Absolutely. Right. Let's get on with some reviews. Momentus. Here we go. Time for a review. I hope I've answered everyone's questions. Now it's time for this 51 minutes. I've got to get on with it because we've got to ring the bell for Jeffrey. He's sponsoring the bell today. So here we go. I don't agree, Derillion. I think Google, Microsoft is all too expensive. I think it's way too expensive. But anyway, I'm very glad to be up consistently making money, but I do think it's way too expensive right now. Anyway, you are obviously, that's your opinion. Okay, we're just about to hit 15,000 subscribers as well. We gained nearly 1,000 last week, just under 1,000. Didn't quite do it. Didn't quite do it in 1 week, but look, 14,946. Getting close. After these reviews go out, I'll probably hit 15,000, which is nice. Anyway. Okay. Drillion Damage, I can prove to you that the markets are overheating. Look, right there. The fear index, extreme greed. It's everything's being overbought now. The top 7, no doubt about it. Extreme greed. It's because of the Jerome Powell. We're all expecting some good news. There's not going to be any good news until the spring and the summer. However, everyone's going to pump it up to dump it. I'm absolutely sure of that. Even though I'm 99% invested, I've got $100,000 waiting to buy more. Literally $100,000 in my buying power, ready to buy more. And I can buy more whenever that's necessary, but I'm waiting for a drop. And when it does, I'm ready and armed with $100,000. But right now, I think it's, as we can see there, it's overbought. The valuations are quite clear. Whenever we do valuations like this, we discover the numbers. We're right nearly every time. We pick the bottom with so many stocks now and reported when they would pop, and they did. So we're going to do the same now with Momentus. Anyway, let's get straight down to it. Time for another stock review. This time, Momentus. We're going into space. We're going into space right now. Let's have a look at it. We're going to show you the insider trading, who's buying on the inside, who's selling on the inside. We're going to give you a profitability score. We're going to give you a a solvency score. We're going to show you the inside trading. We're going to show you the news around the stock, the latest news, the website. We're going to do a back test against the S&P 500. We're going to look at the balance sheet, and all this information is provided completely unbiased. I'm not paid or sponsored to give this information. I'm using the most advanced algorithmic software, which takes away all the nonsense of Jim Cramer and CNBC and Mad Money and Working Lunch, where they're paid analysts. They have incentives. They get paid to say one thing. We know all about that. We've reviewed it many, many times, and we've been accurate many, many times on this. I use Alpha Spread. It's the most advanced algorithmic software. It just looks at the numbers. Sometimes I get accused of just focusing on the numbers, but the numbers is what it's all about. They don't lie. It's quite straightforward. What we're looking for is value, good balance sheets, low debt. That's what we're looking for, well-managed businesses. If you keep consistently investing in companies that are well-managed, you just consistently make money. It's as simple as that. It's very easy. What we don't do is get all excited and carried away by a trend. And full disclosure, I am not in any of these stocks whatsoever. I am 100% of my money all invested in the S&P 500. That's it. I transferred all what I owned before to my wife. My wife owns that, and it's all locked away. All my money is here invested with you in the S&P 500. So I've got I cannot be accused of pumping and dumping a stock or giving false information. It's all genuine and real, and all we're looking for is a good, well-run business to buy. We buy businesses, not stock prices, and that's why I'm consistently beating the market. And I will be at $100,000 within a year, and $1 million live on my show within 12 years. It could be a lot less than that, but at the current rate of my growth, I will be there in 12 years' time, and I'll be here consistently all the way through until $1 million. You'll see it happen live on the show. Okay, let's get straight into it. So the first thing we want to do, we're going to start nice and simple, look at very simple stuff, and then go much, much deeper into the stock. Right, so here we go. Momentus, what is it? We'll look at the website and more information in a moment. Momentus engages in the provision of in-space infrastructure services. It offers space transportation and in-orbit servicing. The company was founded by Mikhail Kororich, I hope I pronounced that correctly, I apologize if not, in 2017, headquartered in Santa Jose, California. MNTS, Momentus, all right, 2017, California, 123 employees, CEO John C. Rood. So John C. Rood, if you're watching or anybody sees this video, I always put this on my social media. I'll never contact you. I don't chase anybody, but if you see my videos and you'd like to contact me, I'd love to have you on the show. I have a Meet the CEO series where I speak to the CEOs and those at the company to get your thoughts and reaction on all of this. Okay, if we are buying at a margin, it's regarded as very high risk, 100%. Average volume, 1 million. So it's low volume. Be very careful with a low volume stock. You can get stuck in it. Can't sell it for the price you want. You have to sell it for lower. Today is 377. It's just over the third of the average today. No dividend, of course, here. This is a full growth stock, and low today, 73 cents. So this is a penny stock, of course. Very, very risky penny stocks. Anything under $5 is a penny stock, and if it stays in this range for long, it can be delisted. So it's a stock that's in very risky territory right now. It might have to do a reverse split. And so far, my experience, 2.5 years of doing this, reverse splits never end well. It's when the company is literally dying and it tries to remain on the stock. And I've yet to see a stock do well once it has reverse split, but I'm sure it's happened. Somebody will probably tell me. Anyway, 52-week high, $57. 52-week low, 66 cents. So you can see it's dramatically come down recently. Let's look at the earnings. Now, this is looking better, though. We are losing money, but we are consistently moving in the right direction. Slowly, but we're growing, and I like slow growth. I like when we're moving in the right direction. No problem with that at all. That looks promising. That's good to see. Who are we in bed with? In other words, who are we What sort of investors invest in this company with us, at least on the Robinhood brokerage account? Astrospace, Virgin Galactic, Palantir, STEM, 3D Systems, QuantumScape. Well, I've not reviewed that one. I've had a brief look at Palantir. I know a lot about Virgin Galactic and Astrospace. I haven't reviewed that either. So I can only comment on what I know. We know that Virgin Galactic, I love Virgin Galactic. I'm in it myself externally through my wife, but it's not very well managed company at the moment. Marketing is rubbish, and they're not going bust. They've got a couple of years of money before they run out, so things are still good there. There's a lot going on. They've proved the concept, but we do have, at least from what I think here, I don't have a great deal of experience, none at all of these last three. The stock is going to be volatile because it's in the space sector. I'm just glad to see Mullins not in here and Lucid, because they are the worst over scam stock on the whole market. So I'm glad they're not involved there. Anyway, what about the chart itself? Well, just looking at the basic line chart, well, we can see we can see it's had possibly, yes, it's had reverse splits. It has to have had, but we're $1,200 up here, all the way down, and now we're down to 76 cents. This does not look good at all, but we'll come on to the numbers in a moment. That's not enough to decide, oh, let's buy it because it's down here. It doesn't mean anything at all without looking at the balance sheet. All right, let's have a little look at the website, see how it talks to its investors. Space, Transportation and Infrastructure Services. So from what I'm learning already, it talks a bit about servicing. So, you know, it's all very well having all this technology going into space, but I guess we need space mechanics, perhaps, in space one day, servicing all the stuff that's now floating around in space. Anyway, so let's have a bit more of a look. If we can scroll down here, I don't know what we're going to see from this website. There's just contact details there, so not a very impressive website, if it is to be honest. Anyway, let's look at the latest overview of the company. Momentus is a US commercial space company. I like the color, by the way. Bright pink is a bit unusual for us. I wonder why we decided that. Anyway, offers in-space infrastructure services, including in-space transportation, hosted payloads, and in-orbit services. Momentus believes it can make new ways of operating in space possible with its planned in-space transfer and service vehicles that will be powered by an innovative water plasma-based propulsion system. Can you believe where we are now, folks? We've got space businesses popping up everywhere, and now we've got our sort of first servicing business. This is interesting, isn't it? Interesting. We believe our planned service offerings will increase deployment options for satellite operators and lower the operating costs relative to traditional approaches, while also minimizing environmental impact, given our choice of water as a propellant. This is interesting. Learning something about this. What about the latest news around the company? Now, unfortunately, this is the latest news I found. August the 7th. Yes, August the 7th, back in the summer. It's kind of strange, isn't it? But yeah, nothing really going on. This is from their own website. So if they have anything new, of course, they would have shared it. But anyway, what do they have to say here? What they had to say was in August, so I apologize, it's a while ago, but never mind. Logan, Utah, in-space transportation company Momentus is now offering a version of its Vigoride Tug as a satellite bus for commercial and government customers. This really does sound like the space maintenance team, doesn't it? Up in space. It's like incredible, really. Where we're going to be in 100 years from now, I have no idea. The company announced on August the 2nd that it was now offering customers a bus called M1000. The bus is similar to Vigoride orbital transfer vehicle that Momentus has flown 3 times so far, but without the water-based propulsion system it uses for changing orbits. The bus emerged from limitations flying hosted payloads on Vigoride, which remain attached to the tug rather than deployed as satellites. Rob Schwartz, Chief Technical Officer at Momentus, said it's in an interview said in an interview that the company started gauging interest a year ago in hosted payloads on Vigoride, including from US government agencies. Okay, we know a bit about the company, but let's go and look at the numbers, because at the end of the day, we're investing in a business. Does it make sense? Let's have a look. All right, let's get straight into the actual value of the company. If it's new, if it's your first time here, consider subscribing and ringing the bell, and tap the like button as well as you're watching my video. Leave a comment below, and I will reply to all of my members. All right, let's look at the intrinsic value. Now, again, I'll give you the links in a minute to the software that I'm using, and all my members can get a free version of this or a paid plan, and I'll talk about that later on in the video. But you can all get a free version of this software. It's it's the best software I've ever seen for reviewing a stock. That's why I use it. Now then, undervaluation, 97%. Now, before we all jump to our pocketbooks and write checks to buy the company, we have to remember intrinsic valuation is not everything. It's part of the story. Some people just buy on this. They go, it said it's undervalued, so I'm going to buy it. However, we could have warnings if there's information missing, and I would imagine at the stock price and what it's achieved so far, it probably will have things, metrics missing. However, best case scenario, 98% undervalued, 97% on base case, and worst case scenario, 97%. So it looks like a steal. Everyone's going to go, I'm going to buy it. It's brilliant. Well, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Do we have any warnings? Yes, we do. MNTS intrinsic value estimate is unreliable because it's based only on its multiples and doesn't use DCF valuation. That's because we have metrics missing. So this is why you've got to read further in. But on the basis of it, you think, great, let's buy some. Well, there's a bit more to it than that. Let's go into the balance sheet. First of all, the balance sheet will show us on the most recent range, and this was back in September of 23, 2.2 million, up 11%. Things are moving definitely in the right direction, up 11% on the most recent range, and we're expecting things to increase. Not exactly what I'd call an S-curve, but certainly moving in the right direction going forward. But this is just estimates. Operating income is also up 8%, moving in the right direction. Again, losing money, but moving in the right direction. Net income is up 7% on the most recent range. However, we are expected for things to actually go a bit worse later next year and beyond. Operating cash flow. We like cash flow. It's the secret to everything, really. Money's flowing in. We can remain in business, right? It's increased up 7%, but we are losing money. But again, moving in the right direction. Cash expenditure, capital expenditure. We've been investing, and we're now investing a bit less, but we've started to spend a bit more money again. Okay, operating cash flow up 17% on the most recent range. Let's look at the balance sheet. Is this business going to survive? Well, we have 33.5 million in assets. We have 29 million in liabilities. Not good. Not a good balance sheet. We have nearly as much liability as we do in assets. That's not a healthy balance sheet. However, let's have a look. Do they have any long-term debt? They don't have any long-term debt at all. Accounts payable 2.5 million, other current liabilities 11 million, non-current liabilities 6. No long-term debt though, which is good. We're not up to our eyeballs in debt, but we don't have any short-term debt either. We just have, it just says here, other current liabilities, okay, 11.9, making up 29. Balance sheet doesn't look great, but we don't have any debt. Okay. Anyway, but we've spent some money. Efficiency. Now then, gross margin, 76%. Sounds great, but we have to compare that to the competition. What is the competition? Well, I'll show you what the competition is in a minute, and you can decide, you can compare the two. I will give you the link so you can do your own research, and you can decide whether it's good or not. Operating margin, negative. Net margin, negative. Of course, the company's losing money at the moment. ROCE is getting a lot worse, going down on the most recent range, minus 185%. Okay, so let's look now at the profitability and solvency score. Profitability is 31. For a young company with not much money on the table, it's not too bad. It's yellow, it's not red, it's not green either. Positive gross profit, exceptional revenue growth forecast. All that's bad is negative net income. Okay, exceptional 1 year revenue growth. So 31 profitability is not too bad. Okay, good. What about the solvency score? Well, it's not going bust. Like I said, it's not green, but a new company wouldn't be. Really, at this stage, it's more likely to be red, but it's amber. Once we get to about 50, we start to turn green. It's not too bad. Low DE, long-term solvency is okay. Like I say, it's not going bust anytime soon. Doesn't have any long-term or short-term debt at all. So that's very, very promising. So you can invest in this thinking, okay, it's not going bust, but it might need to raise some money and we might get a reverse split. So, it's not one for me so far. All right. Anyway, let's move on to Wall Street targets. Now they're giving massive targets here, 436% upwards, 452% on the best. On the worst case scenario, 431. So Wall Street really seem to like this one. Going forward, they think it's very promising. But Wall Street, as we know, are very good at gambling. They're traders, they're not investors. I don't know. Anyway, now moving on to the landscape, the competitive landscape. You can go and look at the competition. I'm going to give you a link to this software and you can scroll through the competition and you can see, which companies are their competition and how their balance sheets look and decide whether it's right for you. All right, ownership, inside trading. Well, during the last 12 months, Momentus insiders have not bought any shares, but they have sold 4.2 million worth of shares. And the last transaction was made in December, just a few weeks ago, by the director who sold 2,500 worth. $2,500 of the stock is nothing. That's probably a tax position. So I wouldn't be bothered about that. So this is it literally, look, it's nothing. There's no selling here. There's a bit of tax position shuffling around. Nothing to worry about. I like to buy a stock before insiders have bought it. Once insiders have bought it, what comes next? Well, maybe growth or maybe they sell it again. I don't know. I like to identify it before. We've not got any real buying or any real selling at the moment, so it's a bit unknown at the moment. But it's not bad. No one's dumping all the stock and no one's bought it yet already. Okay, so anyway, there you go. What about a short position? What's the short interest on this stock? Well, currently 1.9% is the short interest. So with the volume that we've got some downward pressure, but we've got no short squeeze potential, none whatsoever. You have to have at least 20%. Remember, GameStop shorted at 100%. We need at least 20%. And we've got not enough volume. So all we got now is a bit of negativity, but it isn't that bad at all. I mean, Apple is about 0.7, I think it is. There's always somebody will short something. But 1.9, there's not much interest on this. My thoughts are on this. Let me have a look how much news there is around the stock. Just green stock news. So my thoughts are, after today, give it a week, we will rank number one in my estimation on Google. Sorry, not Google, on YouTube for this stock. I am pretty sure that because of space, and we got a lot of space people here, I think we'll rank number one on this. Now, why I'm telling you that is there's not a lot of interest in this stock because there's not much news around it. It's just the green stock news. We saw this with Lilium. Look, there's nothing here. And then the moment someone starts talking about it, who ranks on YouTube like I do, it gets noticed. So I would bet you any money you like, within a week of me doing this review, the stock is over $1. Let's just see if I'm right, because we'll draw some attention to it. The fact that there's not much short interest, that will encourage people. Also, there's no massive insider selling. Also, their debt position is good. Their solvency is good. Things are slowly improving. as we're the only ones talking about it, as has all the other reviews I've done, it'll probably pop up like all the others did, because we'll rank number one for it within days. So I would imagine you will notice that very, very quickly this will be $1. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's have a little personal bet, shall we? It'll be $1. I would like to play these reviews, but these are so long ago, they're not really relevant. Sentiment. Well, again, same thing. Look, there's hardly any news. The last 90 days, a bit of negative news. Last 30 days, it's a lot more, 50%, 6, 3 stories negative. Last 7 days, just one item today. There's nothing. Very, very little. So, as I said before, we will rank for this very, very quickly, and I wouldn't be at all surprised, just like all the other stocks I reviewed, it'll pop up 30% very, very quickly to over $1. Anyway, that's my thought on that. Let me go and look now. This is a little bit irrelevant, but still worth doing, because if you're an investor, you have to do this. If you put $10,000 in the S&P back in 2020, which is as far back as we can go, you would now be at 15, nearly 16 grand. As you can see, you'd have a nice little profit there just over the last few years. There you go. And 10,000 would now be worth $35. Yes, $35 here in Momentus. Momentus is clearly, obviously, in red. So not very good at all. You can see we've got a steady line through the S&P, and we've got this spike up. So I want to know what caused that. We'd look back on the news, investor pages of the website, see what caused that, and then we can give some estimation of where we're going. But just because we're down here, intrinsic value does look interesting. Balance sheet looks okay. Solvency looks okay. Lack of news, lack of shorts. We can rank for it very quickly, and it'll go over $1, I'm sure. Really sure of that. You watch what happens within a week. I'll bet you any money you like. The stock is just going nowhere. A little bit of news, maybe. Well, we can do that. The stock can move up. So, anyway, full disclosure, I don't pump and dump stocks. I'm not buying it. I don't own any stocks. I am fully invested in the S&P 500. That way, I am seen as a TV channel, as a media outlet, not as someone, not a cheap YouTuber just trying to sell views or pump and dump stock. I'm not Roaring Kitty at all. Of course, my real name is Martyn Lucas, so I'm here to help and support people. So there's my opinion. It's not a buy from me because I don't buy single stocks anymore. I'm fully invested in the S&P for integrity of the channel. But I do think, as a personal little bet, it'll be above $1 within about a week or 2 weeks or so, because we'll rank, and I'm giving it an okay. I don't know where it's going in the future, but it's not going bust anytime soon. Short interest isn't that great. There's no inside selling, dramatic selling anyway, just a bit of tax position. I think this will do okay. So there you go. If you'd like to find all the links, how to get Alpha Spread, my members can get a free version of it. Click above my head or in the description below. If you want to get a premium plan, that in other words, to review as many stocks as you want in more detail, then you can. And whenever you do pay for the plan, they do give me a one-time commission for doing that, whatever. But if you go for the free plan, you can review a stock or two, I think, completely for free. There's no cost involved whatsoever. And there you go. I'm not paid or sponsored to say this. I do the reviews just because I use the software for my own, investing strategies. Anyway, there you go. Above my head, down here, and I'll put the Alpha Spread review. I've done 60 plus stock reviews, and there's many more to do. They're all over here. And any updates on Momentus, more videos I think you'll like over here. And let's see if we're not above $1 within 10 days to 2 weeks. Anyway, I hope you like that. That's my review, my first review on Momentus. If you'd like a review done for you, it's a service I provide as a perk to all my members. There you go. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Thanks, Martin. Another great review. Thank you, John Granfors. My absolute pleasure. Interesting company, this one. I'm glad you liked it. Now then, are we up? Yes, we're consistently making money. Portfolio up again today. We've got 100 grand ready to buy the dip. There it is, 99,503. If the S&P drops tomorrow with the earnings, of course, Microsoft and Google tomorrow will cover the earnings. Plus, of course, we have Jerome Powell on Friday. You don't want to miss, Wednesday. You don't want to miss that. All of that is coming up. Okay. Now then, let me clear the board from my reviews. Get rid of Momentus information. We've got 10 minutes to go. Now then, is Jeffrey Diamond in the show today? Jeffrey Diamond, are you here? Are you here? Because Jeffrey Diamond is our sponsor of the Bell today. If you sponsor the Bell, it's a $20 super chat. You can sponsor the Bell and you get some perks. And you're about to see what John gets for his $20. I've increased it. I'm always adding more, never taking away, always adding more. And I hope he likes what he gets in a minute. All right, brilliant. All right, let me read the comments that I missed during the making of that. Now, before we started early today, we went half an hour early because I did another review. I did a breaking news on Plug. I am here. Great. So is Jardastick here in the show? Is Jardastick here? I don't believe so. I know. Yes, I'm looking for Jardastick for your review for information. Right. Let's have a look. Let's read some of the comments I may have missed. Raman, I bought a lot. Okay, Mike. Let's have a look. Drilling Damage. MSK, I left space at 12 a share and my entire life changed. I want to buy AMXN, but don't know when to get back in again. Did you then short the stock? Oh, Amazon he means. And now it's 189. Still a profit. I don't short any stocks, by the way. We've got a good conversation going on here between the members. I don't think there's any questions for me. That makes my life easier. Okay, back some good conversation going on. Where is Martini? Yeah, what to buy MNTS? Yeah. A third of total online sale Amazon. Is anybody waiting for bad earnings? A third of total online sales Amazon. Is anybody waiting for bad earnings? Comparing a penny stock to the S&P. Poor comparison. No, it's not. That's not true at all. Drilling Damage. What we're doing, we're using the S&P as a benchmark. We're using the S&P as a benchmark. We're not saying that the S&P is a comparison to Momentus. What we're doing is if you put your money in the S&P, this is what you'd have had over the same time period as what you'd had in Momentus. We're using the S&P 500 as a benchmark because I have done my maths and I have worked it out that because I've been doing this now for 2.5, nearly 3 years now, every day of the week. And I have worked out if I consistently made money, even if it's less money, but never lost any money, I would be up a lot more than I am today. So, in other words, if you consistently invest and consistently work hard, invest in yourself, invest in education, invest in actual, proper investing rather than gambling, you're going to reach your target. However, if you take very high risks, even if you do really well on a stock and then you lose it all, 95% of day traders lose money. You're not just back where you started, you're worse. It's like the tortoise and the hare. My objective is to grow my YouTube channel to 10 million subscribers. I know how to achieve that, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to follow the plan. I know how to get my portfolio to 100 grand, and I would be at 100 grand now if it wasn't for the losses in Virgin Galactic and Virgin Orbit, I would have passed it ages ago. All right? So now I'd have more money to invest. I've done my calculations and I know exactly how I'm going to get to $1 million. At the moment, it's a 12-year plan, but I'm optimistic about it being a lot less than that. And if you didn't see it, I'll bring it here on the screen. I put it on X for you to see how I'm going to achieve that. I think it's here. Right, here is my projections. So let me share with you. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm using this software here. This is my balance today, 66,300. In fact, it's 66,500 now, but it was 66,300. You can't do it for 1 year. It only does more than 1 year. So it's done for 2 years. The average, including inflation, of the S&P is 13.7%. Adding $2,000 a month, because my YouTube channel is growing now, my income's growing now, I can do $2,000 a month. I can invest. Compound that monthly. You can see that within 2 years, so it's actually a year and a bit, I would be at $100,000. I can't show a year, so that's why it's 2. I will be at $100,000, right? So all I got to do is consistently work, build my YouTube channel, earn more and more money, stay invested, trade the S&P wherever I can, because I can do better than this. I can beat the market by being 95% invested, building up my cash, earning 5%, and when we get a drop, buy the S&P again on the drops, and then save again, and just consistently do that and stay the course. I will get to $100,000. Right now, the next projection was to get to 1 million. How to get to $1 million? There's my balance, 66,300. Interest rate of 13.7, $2,000 a month. Now, maybe in a year from now, my subscribers is not 15,000. We're just about to hit 15,000. Maybe it's 30, 50,000, 100,000, which is where we're going. We're doubling the rate of growth every month. I'll be able to earn more. I'll be able to invest more, and so on and so forth. So if I do that, it'll take me right now at 2,000 a month, so not increasing it, I will get to $1 million in 12 years. Now, I'm okay with that. When I was younger, if you said to me, set a target for 12 years, you'd have gone, forget it. I can't think of 12 years. Well, now I can think of 12 years, because I have learned in my experience, it's better to consistently make money like I did on the ship. Do you remember when I worked on the ships and I bought my house with $1 tips? If you set the target, consistently achieve, consistently win, consistently don't lose money, make money from money and keep reinvesting it, you will get to your target. So that's how I'm going to get to $1 million live on the show in 12 years. It will probably be a lot less than that, but that's what I'm aiming. Okay. So that's how I'm going to get to $1 million. All right. Comparing a penny stock to the S&P is a poor comparison, says Durillian Barge. I've explained why I did that. And you should always compare, because if you're going to buy a stock, why not compare to just buying the S&P without a risk? Because if the S&P is going to outperform, I mean, like I say, it's only over a couple of years, but if that was over 10, 15 years, why would you risk the stock just to get greedy and make more money when you can achieve your goals without the drama and the stress, just by discipline and structure? What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that at all. Common sense is not common, so do the opposite to what the retail traders are doing. Demarge appears, Drilling Demarge appears to have mastered it. I see some signs they focus on profitability this year. Really interested. Still holding my 4,000 shares of space. Fingers crossed, said Sid. Welcome, Sid. Lovely to have you here. There's Bill. MSK, I haven't mastered anything. I simply followed the giants. MSK, what? Oh, I've got my coffee there. Thank you, Lee. Oh, latte. No. It's lovely. The cream keeps it warm, babe. Yeah. Leah's bought me a lovely latte. Oh, lovely. Oh, yes. What do you mean investing is hard? Just buy Nvidia, 480 is common sense. Now, Nvidia is overpriced. That doesn't make any sense at all. Just buying Nvidia and putting all your money in Nvidia is bonkers. That's ridiculous. That's an overbought stock. It's massively overpriced. It can crash down at any moment. And why would you want to do that? That's like going, well, I know Usain Bolt is the fastest runner in the world. So I'm going to put all my money on Usain Bolt. Well, one day he'll lose. And then you're going to lose all your money. It's exactly the same. No one's going to say that Usain Bolt is not the best runner in the world. However, he's not going to win every single time. So I wouldn't be investing my life savings on Usain Bolt. I think that's bonkers. And anyway, it isn't really a comparison in the traditional sense, but rather a what-if scenario. Well, that's your opinion. Thanks, Mark. Another great review. You're very, very welcome. Fingers crossed we'll get sorely eventually, Sid. Hi everyone. What an honor from such a great investor. Thanks, Niels. We can't live on what if. What if what? What do you mean, what if? Will Fisker short squeeze? What do you think, Alex? I'll come back to it. Great one, Martin. Thank you. Great job. The Green Gang is here. Drilling Demarge, calm down, mate. You made 65 grand on space, shorting it. Yeah, I'm not. Shorting it is not investing. That's not investing. Anyone can short a stock. There's nothing clever about shorting a stock, is there? What's clever about shorting a stock? You're basically betting that the world collapses. I don't think that's clever. Beating Warren Buffett consistently as always. Making money, just consistently making money. Dollar by dollar. Keep investing. Keep staying in. Anyway. Let's have a look. Right, we're about to ring the bell. Are you ready? Jeffrey Diamond. We are about to ring the bell. We got a sponsor for our bell this afternoon. And you can sponsor the bell for $20. Yes, you can. Yes. So our bell is being sponsored this afternoon by CCNA, ultimatelabs.com in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can sponsor the bell. It's been sponsored all day. Now, not only are we going to show it on the screen for $20, we will sponsor. You can sponsor the bell. There is the link. Go and visit CCNA Ultimate Labs. I would like Jeffrey Diamond for me tomorrow to come on tomorrow and go, our website spiked. Our website spiked and got loads of views. Here is CCNA Ultimate Labs. Go and check it out, just like we did for others that we've supported. Everybody go and click on the website, CCNA Ultimate Labs. This is Jeffrey Diamond's business here. Go and check it out. I will give you the link one more time. Thank you very much, Jeffrey Diamond, for sponsoring the bell today. You rang the bell this morning. You rang the bell this afternoon. There is your business. Congratulations to you. You've just rang the bell. All right. So $20, you can sponsor the bell just like that. And Jeffrey, let me know if you saw any rise in your website traffic. I would expect you to do so. Everybody else has. All right. So good stuff. Brilliant. There you go. There's the website. I'll give it one more time in the chat. And there it is. Okay. I will also put this on our social media of our bell sponsor, so you'll see it across my social media as well. And my members are all passionate. They'll all follow you. So there you go. If everyone could just click on that, and even if you're not interested in CCNA Ultimate Labs, if you click on it, their website will get a lot more traffic today, and then they'll start to rank up more. So it'll help them enormously if you do that. All right, great. Thank you very much indeed. $20. That's cheap at 1,000 times the price, isn't it, really? Okay. Is Warren Buffett still alive with all the beatings he gets every day? Raman. How can I learn from you? Just kidding, Raman. What do you advise, sir? Who's talking to who? Amazon's a different kind. What are the chances that's what I own as well? Niels, beast mode. Let me get to the bottom of the comments. We've got a good conversation going backwards and forwards. Okay. So let me understand. Just take your 100,000 and invest it in Momentum. Adam Kilmer. That would be ridiculous. I'm not doing that because I want to get to $1 million. Guaranteed, 100%. I don't want to maybe. Look, the question is, do you want to get to your goals 100%, or do you want to get to your goals in 5 minutes, but then you might not? I would rather work and guarantee that I'll get to my goals. That's it. I will work and I will achieve my goals. I've never not achieved my goals in life. Always get to where I want to go without silly gambles and risks and so on and so forth. Always get there. In 2 weeks, you'll have gained 22 grand. You don't know that, Adam? You do not know that at all. That would be very nice. If we all knew that, then it would be a no-brainer. If you knew, I mean, I've got $100,000 here, right? Look, in my buying power. I've got $100,000 in my buying power sitting there. And I've also got, in total, 66. So 166 grand. If you could guarantee that in 2 weeks, I'd be up 22 grand buying Momentus, then I'll buy it. The trouble is, you don't know that. And in between, I've got to sleep. I can't tell you to buy AMD now. I bought it at 80.86. Fair enough. Hi from Austria. Klopp, 17. We do not have a member from Austria. I visited Austria. I saw the Olympics when I was about 8 years of age. Carrot nose. When I was 8 years of age, I saw that. Let's have a little look. There you go. John Grandfort is having a look at the website. Let me have a look. I don't. Klopp 17. If you become a member, Klopp, you will be the first person from Austria. Let me share with you. We fly the flag in 57 countries. I think it's 57. Let me check if Austria is on the list. No, it's not. I don't have anyone from Austria. 57. Let me give you the link. See if you want to become a member. Now then, we had a couple of members come in today. I want to make sure they're now upgraded on Discord. So let me go into Discord and see if we got our members come in. No, Jonathan hasn't come in yet. Here is Discord. If Jonathan wants access to Discord, you can call in, be live on the show. I need to see you in here. I don't see you in here, so that's fine. Right. Okay. I love it when Martyn Lucas Investor comes back to a whole debate argument in the chat and gets completely confused about what's happening. Yeah, I mean, I'm joining in halfway through, innit? Education is the best investment. I agree with that easily. The reality is that most of you misled the big gains dealing with risky stocks, correct? Will do, Martin. Thank you. William Richardson, MNTS has a warrant. Thank you, Martin. You're very welcome. Martin, did you see SoFi earnings? No, I wouldn't touch it because the CEO talks rubbish. Why is Tesla up? Well, why is it up? Does anyone know why? Thank you to everyone. It helps the algos. Absolutely it does. If we showed that one of our members, he released a book on Amazon. No friends. He said, I've got no friends. No one's downloaded it. No one's bought it. No reviews. He came on the show. And within 4 to 5 days, he was ranked in the top 10 of short stories on Amazon because we got everyone to click on it. It then started to be suggested to other people, and off he went. And that's it. If everyone clicks on our bell ringer today, our sponsor, then his channel will grow and it will continue to grow. All right. Why should Tesla be down? What's your story? When did you start? Why should Tesla be down? Well, we know why Tesla should be down. It's overvalued. That's why. It missed on earnings. Why is your story? What's your story? When did you start investing? Jonathan Santos. I started investing 2.5 years ago, but I invested years ago before that, about 30 years ago, with Barclays Bank. Just to give you very briefly my story, I've got to end the show. I'm actually the world piano man. This is my TV studio. I'll give you a wave. Okay. I do 14 voices in 7 different languages, 650 songs. And I've toured all over the world, playing in concert halls, theatres, selling out theatres all over the world. I've performed as a Phantom of the Opera. I've been named the World Piano Man. I've had my own West End show. I mean, many, many things. And then I decided with COVID, couldn't do that anymore. So I built a TV studio and wanted to entertain people and build the best, most honest, most live TV studio in the world. And that's what we're doing. We started from $5,000 on the show a year and a half ago. Sorry, 2.5 years ago. And we're now up to 66,000. I don't short stocks ever. I don't do options ever. If it wasn't for making some mistakes on the Virgin brand, I would actually be now way over $130,000. So I've done very well. And I have a target of, helping people and building the most honest, most live YouTube channel in the world. That's the idea. Anyway, so let me change my screen a minute. We've got to wrap up today's show. I've got more videos to create. I think someone asked a question. I'm checking it out now, brother. Let's have a look. Someone asked a question. Are they members specializing in AI similar to Stephen Ludowski, Oil Man? Is there anyone? That's a good question. My tip, please avoid penny stocks. Its price is too high unless you're shorting it, right? Let's have a look. Sold my SoFi this morning in the green. Congratulations. I'd earned $22,000 alone if Fisker goes up an extra $1. Plug and Rocket Lab has done me so well today. Niels. Let's have a look. I notice as again, my priority is to protect my members. I just want to say there's a few people getting all excited about Drillian Dimarsh's successes. He's not a member of the channel. We've not verified those numbers. Again, nothing against Drillian, but I want to be absolutely clear in the chat that people are getting excited, I believe, from reading the comments. Niels is going, how do I follow you? How do I follow you, Drillian? Drillian is not a member. He's not verified. We've got no numbers, he's not showing you his stocks. We don't know what he's saying. I'm sure it's all true and genuine. However, we've got lots of people who like to say stuff without verifying it. That's why 98% of our live viewers are members. They use Discord. They take photographs and, pictures of their portfolios, share with you their successes like MSK does all the time. Stephen Lewandowski does all the time. I do all the time. But just be very careful of someone in the chat telling you, this is how you make money. This is how I've done it. Remember Market Profit? Market Profit was always coming on the show. We had Peru always coming on the show. Oh, I've got all this money. They didn't have their real names. They never showed you their positions. They tried to manipulate the stock. Just be very careful about anyone promising you that they're all making loads of money and everyone's super rich and everything else. Those people have never verified their positions here on the show. So, I accepted invite to Discord, but now I'm new, so how to use it? Okay. I got somebody asked me a question. What's a warrant? So here it is. A stock warrant is a financial instrument that gives the holder the right, but not the obligation to buy or sell a specific number of shares. In other words, options of a company's stock at a predetermined price within a certain time frame. The predetermined price is called the strike price, similar to a call option on a company's stock. A stock warrant is a financial instrument that gives the holder the right, but not the obligation to buy or sell a specific number of shares of a company stock at a predetermined price within a certain time frame. Okay, I think somebody answered that question. Asked me that question who wanted to know the answer. So there you go. There is the answer laid out for you. Okay, let me go back to. We've got to wrap up the show. We've got more reviews to get out. So Jonathan said, how do I get into Discord? Now, it takes 10 minutes to get through security. If you've used my link, you will come through here. See where Eric B is going, hello. You will come through. Once you've verified your email and we know you're a real person, not a bot, not a scammer, whatever, you can say hello in here. It will take 10 minutes. Once you say hello, I can upgrade you. You can then be on the show, call into the show. You can share me your stocks. You know, there's stock news channel, a breakfast bar every morning. There is, all sorts of things you can do within the channel once you are verified, and you will appear here. All right. So that's how to do that. Rod D, Martin, GOV analysis. It's up 20%. Rod D, what is the question you're asking me? Rod, I don't believe. Rod D, Rod D is a member. What is it you're asking me, Rod? Martin, in your opinion, how many stocks in your portfolio would be considered a good, in your portfolio, Martin, in your opinion, how many stocks in one portfolio would be considered a good, right. That all comes down to, that's a very simple question to answer. How many stocks you can manage and understand. If you can understand 100 stocks and you can deal with 100 stocks and feel comfortable with 100 stocks, it's 100 stocks. If you're going to do 100 stocks, though, you might as well just buy the S&P, right? You've now got 500. So that's how I see it. If, however, you can't keep up with the earnings, the news, then maybe half a dozen. But if you want, it depends on what your goal is. Is your goal like me to achieve $1 million in 12 years? I'm happy with that. So I'm investing in the S&P, but also I'm doing it for the reasons of impartiality for a TV show, remember? That's why I'm doing that. But, it's what you understand, what you like, what you're interested in, a well-balanced portfolio. So you've got what you need to achieve your goals with a little bit of extra risk. It's like buying a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket is still a good investment, right? If you buy one. If you buy 1 million lottery tickets, maybe it's a bit out of balance, right? So that would be my answer there. Tesla is not overvalued. Tesla is overvalued. Anyone who says Tesla is not overvalued is just a perma-bull. I love Tesla, don't get me wrong. But to say Tesla is not overvalued, that means you'll just buy it at any price. Even the Elon Musk has said his stock price is overvalued. Even Elon Musk has said stop buying it. I think Elon Musk is smarter than Drillion. Drillion is saying Tesla is not overvalued. Tesla is overvalued, and even Elon Musk says it's overvalued. He does say in the future it'll be the biggest company in the world. Fine, in the future. But right now, the stock is overvalued, and Elon Musk says that. All right? If we read metrics and make decisions on that, you would be out of the market. If we read metrics and made decisions on that, you'd be out of the market. Rod, yes, 20% of nothing. And that's why you're simply out of the best stocks on the world reading metrics. I'm not. I'm in the S&P 500. I own the best stocks. What do you mean? Sidus. Where's my Sidus space gone? Sidus. Oh dear. Sidus space gone down. Look at that. Sidus space gone down 20% in the after hours. Look at that. Now we'll come back to that in a minute. Oh no, Martin isn't going to like this. Jonathan Santos, do you see? Welcome all. LOL. Sidus selling off. Sidus. Why are Sidus and we're not? Why are Sidus and we are Sidus and we're not selling? Well, 8.1% of Sidus is Martyn Racer. As Martini dumped it, he's 8.1% of the stock. 8.1. I doubt that. He said he wasn't going to sell it. Has he sold it? I mean, 8.1% would move the market. We, as the Lucas 8 army, own 10% of Sidus. We're not selling it. Has Martyn Racer just sold 8% of the company? I don't think so. He was saying he was buying more. SPC is surprising, holding its low 190s. It's back to SPCE. I was aware. We're joking. Thanks for explaining to anyone else. And I can send you emails. I appreciate that, Drillion. But what we do, that's very kind of you. But what we do it for members through Discord. Okay, I haven't got time to respond to everyone's personal emails. That's very kind of you to offer. However, I haven't got the time anymore like I used to have to be opening everyone's emails and bringing emails onto the show. We do it all through Discord so everyone can see it, and then I can bring up stuff. So if you want to become a member of the channel, be verified, but you've said to me before you don't want to be a member of the channel. That's fine. You've actually said that. So if you don't, that's fine. But that's how we do it now. I haven't got time. Here he is. Here's Martyn Racer. I told you he wouldn't sell his shares. Let's have a look. Let's go back to Sidus space. We've got Martyn Racer. Are you selling Sidus because it's down 20%? Let's have a look. We are Sidus and we are not. Sidus down 20%. Sidus taking a big hit. Sidus just dropped 20%. Jeez. Why is Sidus down so much? I'm buying Ed Spitzer. Don't worry, Martyn is buying the dip. Sidus. Here we go. Institutions got in and got out. That's what they do. Martyn has sold Sidus, I think. No, he hasn't. Thank you, Martyn, for clearing that up. You're welcome. I can't play absolutely no games on stock market. I am a family. I can't play absolutely no games on stock market. I'm a family man. I simply invest on stock I believe in. Sidus dropped 20% in a split second. Martyn might jump back into space. Sidus has more to go. MSK 20% is huge. It's not funny. Sidus is dropping. Whoever was laughing. I want to know your opinion about Gove, Rod D. Rod D, you have to be a member of the channel for me to review a stock. I review stocks for member. Are you a member? I can't see Rod D. There's too many chat. You are a member. I don't have an opinion on it. I've never reviewed it. If you want me to review it for you, I can. But I don't have an answer right now. We will see Sidus at $3 to $4. Nobody knows that, by the way. So, Drillion does not know it's going to $3 or $4. Nobody knows that. The plot thickens. Niels, don't buy at 10. We'll all listen to the Martini Racer. Sidus was way too expensive. I've always said that, Remen. We see Sidus and we're not selling. Martini, did you buy into Tesla? Remember, pipe investors had to do. Now remember, Martini Racer is a real investor. We know that what Martini investor's doing. Remember, right? He has shown us his filings. We have seen his filings. He's bought 8.1%. Again, and I repeat, people in the channel making wild accusations have never called into the show. They're not members. They don't show you their positions. Martini Racer has shown you his 8K filing of 8.1% of the whole company. All right, so let's get absolutely clear about the difference between those that are just making up numbers and a real investor. Seems gimmicky right now, says Radiant. Sidus aftermarket. It's just strange to do drop so fast. There's an article. This is what I'm concerned about with what I was saying this morning with SPCE. I don't like the fact that SPCE is now being all bought up by BlackRock. BlackRock can just dump the whole bloody thing, drive it down. It's going up in the after hours, look, though. It's 192, but I would be very, very suspect. I think BlackRock are trying to get all the retail investors out of the stock. That's my concern. Sidus is still going down. Wow, Sidus down again. Did Martini sell this one? Don't lose money on Sidus, folks. I did. Jonathan Sandos. Martini just dumped. I think Martini's here in the chat, right? Some whales making some money. Did we see Martini Racer? I think he's here. Should I buy some more Sidus space? I feel like me and you have the same stocks and the gains look the same but different returns. Buckaroony. You're in big time. Just bought more to do. Matthew Kelly. It's falling hard now. Radiant Smart. Seeing you all fail, I genuinely feel. Radiant. There we go. Martini Racer. I haven't sold a share. There we go. Speculation saying that Martini Racer has sold. Look. Martini Racer has been on my show. He's a member of the channel. He calls in. He provides content. So the other day, a few people attacked me going, you're favoring up to Martini Racer. No, I'm not. What I am doing is I am in favor of those who are open and honest, who share everything. Martini Racer takes the time out of his day, like you all do here watching, to phone in, be part of it, share his 8K filing, and all the rest of it. He is providing content, all right? That's why I'm interested in the facts from Martini Racer, not because someone said to me, oh, you're friends with Martini because he's got money. No, I'm not. He doesn't give me super chats. He's not a sponsor member or anything. He's like everybody else. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. But he does provide the evidence of what he's saying. And I wouldn't be surprised if he phones in now and tells you he's not selling. Anyway, right, Martin, I completely understand that you don't have the time. No, it's getting crazy now, Drillion. Since we went through 10,000 subscribers, it's like our rate of growth doubles every month. I receive thousands of comments a day, thousands of emails a day, and I filter it with my members. I reply to all of my members' questions. I make videos and review all the stocks, my members. I don't miss any. Anyway, that's what we do. All right. Someone dumped about 4,000 shares in the aftermarket. That made it drop. I want to help you. I definitely don't need your help. Well, that's a bit rude. I mean, that's just rude. Drilling Demarge very often can get very rude. That's rude. I want to help you, but I definitely don't need your help. Well, that's just rude. That's the difference between Drilling Demarge, who said to me, I don't want to be a member of your channel, blah, 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 and telling everybody how he's going to get rich. It's just like market profit. Just like Peru. We're all going to get rich doing this, but I'm going to basically make up nonsense. Whereas real investors really are all members. 98% of you are members. You call in, you show information. So please be careful. I think that's very, very rude of Drilling Demarge again. I want to help you, but I don't need your help. I mean, that's just rude. Anyway, we're not putting up with that rubbish. Martini, buy more. What's your average Martini to do? Equals a drop like a rug pull or an offering. Maybe the real. My concern is it needs more money. My concern is it needs more money to do what it needs to do. So it could be a dilution, not a reverse split. They're above $1. Maybe the real profit to do were the friends we made along the way. Probably just 4,000, make a 20% drop. Remember, this is a very, very low float company. It's very, very small. All right. I mean, we had, it's going down again, 650. It's being dumped now. Tarek, what's going on here? Sidus must teach you a lesson, you all. I bought, no, don't listen to what Drilling Damage is saying. He's showing no evidence of anything. All right. And he was just extremely rude to me. So anyway, let's have a look. Michael Sheets said Sidus is likely to go bankrupt. Michael Sheets of CNBC. CNBC, working lunch, all of that stuff. Jim Cramer, Mad Money, all talk rubbish. They all get paid to say stuff. I don't believe a word they say. Pete Barker, I like Pete Barker. Pete Barker provides great information, as always. But those that talk on CNBC talk flipping rubbish. Martyn, you will never be successful like this. Well, Drilling Damage, we are successful like this. I'm just calling you out because you were very, very rude. All right? We're doubling our rate of growth every month. We're meeting CEOs. We're doing very, very well. Thank you very much. And every time that you say you don't like the channel and you don't want to watch it, we have caught you in the background because when we do giveaways, your name always pops up. So even though you keep criticizing me and you think Peru is the best thing in the world, and we all know he's a scammer, you always sitting there in the background. So my suggestion to you is that just don't watch. Go and watch somebody else. All right? I'm not, we're not here to put up with rubbish. All right? We're not interested in that. Hey, Martyn. Jardestick, I'm glad you're here. I tried to do your review a moment ago. So first of all, Jardestick, I've got two things to say to you. Let me have a look. AMD. You asked me to do a review for AMD. Jardestick, I have done your review. There is your AMD review. There's the first one. I don't know if you've seen it. It's very quickly becoming one of our top videos. It's 18 views per hour. That's really top for our channel. All right. So there you go. Let me knock that off the list. That's AMD. And I was just about to do for you, because I've just done one a few moments. I've just done Momentus. But I was trying to do Applied Digital, and we couldn't find out which one it was. You gave me the ticker APLD, and when I put that in my account, APLD. Oh, hang on. Now I've got it. I've got it now. Applied Digital. Hang on. Bear with me a second. This is our next one. APLD. Did I spell it wrong? Applied Digital. Data centers. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of things at Wesley Carl. Let me just see which one it is here. There seems to be some conflicting information here. Let me have a look here. Wesley Cummins. There we go. It's this one. Right. Applied blockchain. Okay, is this one here? Applied blockchain. Because on look, it says two different things here. Just so we got it clear. Applied digital and applied blockchain. You see that? Look. This is the next one. I'll actually do it now. But I want to make sure that this is the right one. Is this the right one? Just confirm to me Applied Digital is Applied Blockchain. Okay, if so, I will do it now. This will be my next one. Okay. So just confirm and I'll do it for you. Even Virgin that doesn't go down 20% in one go. Bill, want to see it go down? Let's have a look. Sidus now is 620. Yeah, ignore Drilling Damage. He's now attacking everyone. Mike, I mean, with the greatest respect, Mike, can you watch Drillian? If he's going to be rude, you know, everyone's losing, everyone's failing, well, we're not going to be successful. He'll offer his help, but he doesn't want our help. Can we, Mike? I'm tired of seeing negativity and manipulation in the channel. So, Mike, if Drillian continues to be rude, can we just? This is the best channel in the world. You don't think that at all. You're taking the piss. So I don't want you in the channel, to be quite honest. Well, we're all losing money, but luckily Martyn didn't sell. I was kidding about Martyn selling. I know he would tell us. Yes, he did. He told us about Virgin Galactic. He called in, took part on the show, the whole thing. I have no money for anything. What's your average on Sidus, Martyn? I am out of Sidus. As you know, my wife holds all my position. I'm only in the S&P 500 for impartiality, as you know. I am that wasn't a point I tried to make, but whatever. Martini had 8% people, not 90%. His 8%, 8.1%. The Lucasade Army has 10% in total, about $100,000 worth. It's a very small company. I just bought Sidus on the IRA because big profits coming. Probably this is why Sidus went down. You missed my comment about Bill charity event on your music channel. Message on Discord as you advised, but I've not had a response. Yeah, MSK. Let's have a conversation about that on Discord. Okay. I've not had a chance to respond to you yet. Okay. Good evening, Lucas Age. Hope everything's keeping well. Drilling, I appreciate that, but I haven't got the time. I have to focus on my members. I haven't got the time. I don't take phone calls from non-members. I haven't got the time. I can only provide time to the members of my channel. You knew full well I would say no. I haven't got time to have a private conversation with you, Drillian. And all you want to do is laugh at the show. I'm really not interested. We're growing all the time, without Peru or any of those scammers trying to say, you know, whatever. If you want to become a member, you can call in live to the show during the show. But after hours, when I've finished, I've got lots of work to do, and I haven't got time to be having private conversations with anyone. So this is Sidus is one big Wall Street pump. I see it getting dumped in the same fashion. Leon Davison, a few planned satellite launches, that doesn't warrant the price. Watson offering 635. Thank you, Mike. See, at the end of the day, I gave Drilling Damage a rope and he hung himself with it. I called him out and said he was being rude, and of course, he says he's not, and all the rest of it. And in the end, he proved he was being rude by a comment which Mike had to delete. Again, that proves my point. So, Mike, I'd like for you to say,
never seen blockchain, not sure that's the same.
It's got the same CEO, so I think it is. Mike, so from now on, we've had this Drilling Damage chap come in and out. So if you ever see him again, just block him, because I'm tired of having to deal with... We got no tolerance for people like that anymore. He pretends to be your friend, and all he wants to do is be rude. So, we don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need idiots in our show. Anyway, serious question. How can 98% of your live viewers be channel members, yet whenever you ask for likes, you say only 50% of viewers are signing to Google account? That's a good question. Let me explain that. How can 98% of your live viewers be channel members, yet whenever you ask for likes, you say only 50% of viewers are signed into a Google account. What I mean by that is, you're absolutely right. Only 50% of people are signed into Google. That is true. That's just the way it is. People don't want to create a YouTube account. 98% of my live viewers, in other words, as I'm streaming live, if I'm on a public stream, which we are right now, you can see that all the people that are watching, how many people that are watching and how many members I've got. That's because I know how many members I've got and how many people are watching live, and it's 98% of my live viewers are members. You can see that in the chat. First of all, you can see it in the chat. We're not on members only now. We're on general public, right? And you can see in the live chat, like, I think only Jerillian Damage is not a member. Like, everybody else is a member. If you look at how many people are watching right now, right? There are 78. There you go. 78 people that are watching. 78 people are watching, and we've currently got about 350 members, right? So 80 now watching, right? So there are way more members than there are watching. Does that make sense? So I hope that makes sense. Okay. If it doesn't make sense, please ask me again, and I'll try to explain it in a different way. Drop 2 to 3 after hours. Neo stock. We don't touch Neo stock. It's Chinese manipulation. Like, you are getting your 6 entry point if you still want it, MSK. Sidus, 630 now. What's your average on Sidus? Rossi Bob, I've just explained to you. It's transferred to my wife. I don't disclose what my wife holds. That's her business. That's not part of the show. My wife does not want to have her positions declared to the world. I declare everything. You can see what I've got. None here. You can see it right here. I don't, discuss my wife's account. Radiant Smile. Thank you very much indeed. Radiant, an offering is when a CEO pulls your I can't read that out. Radiant Smile, thanks. Oh, ha, ha. Jordan, Crag, you read it right. 28% down. Good luck, Martini. Yes. I wonder what Martini will do here. Radiant Smile, undetermined amount of warrants and shares. People got scared and dumped. SoFi rocket ship. How's your hood looking with their clown CEO? Their clown CEO. I think Vlad Tenef's fine. I think he does a good job. I think the CEO of SoFi talks nonsense, and I've actually said why they say nonsense. I've explained it many, many times. I gave 2 super thanks for AMD. I think you should read it. Yardstick. I did, and I will happily do that again. So let me have a look. This was AMD here. This was AMD, and I pinned it to the top. We had Jardestick actually made a comment here. Thanks again, Martyn. This is why I support your channel. Your efforts to educate your members is unheard of. As a young investor, I want to hear the truth, and you do just that. Thank God for you, Martyn. You help so many investors make more calculated decisions with their money for free. Just a wonderful person and an amazing human being. Anti-rubbish. I like that. I pray for you and your lovely wife, Leah. Have long, healthy lives and continue to prosper. Now have a cup of tea, my mate. There you go. Wasn't that lovely? That was from Yardstick. Very, very kind. He actually did 2. 2. Here's another one. There, look. Thanks down here. So Yardstick. So I basically pinned this to the top. If anyone asks me to do a review and does a super thanks, I pin their message to the top, and that was absolutely wonderful. And I reply to all the members. Those of you I haven't replied to, these are non-members. I haven't got time to reply to the thousands of messages we get every day, but I do reply. It's about 2 hours a day I take in replying to the members. I can't do any more than that. I'm not sure I'm not sure. Hang on. The word offering sounds reporting someone to having a different opinion is childish. Abra, we didn't report Drillian for having a different opinion. We reported, we blocked and got rid of Drillian for being rude. He was rude. He pretends to support the channel, but in fact, he has no interest in the channel at all.
Have you read your AMD super thanks?
Just read that out, Jardisic. Thank you very much indeed. Anyway, let him rant. Well, it's not helpful. It's manipulation, because he's trying to tell you guys, the younger investors, that he's all wise. This is what Peru did. We had a guy come on from a marketing agency trying to manipulate the channel, trying to tell everybody how to invest. It was all a marketing con, and we revealed it, and we got rid of him. And he offered me money to get me to do things. And I said no money. No one's got enough money to be able to bribe me. I'm not interested. And Drillian doesn't even do that. He doesn't. Anyway, enough of Drillian, for God's sake. He's just trying to manipulate the young investors who don't know what's going on. Sidus Space announced its proposed public offering. There it is. It's that's what the problem is there. It's going to be diluted. That's what I was concerned about. Remember I said it's going to need more money? It's going to need more money, folks. Sidus, pump and dump over shock horror, says Grippy. Space is not right for me right now, and I think there's room to drop. I think Space will go to $1.10, and I've said why. We should keep giveaways for members only. No, we can't do that, Jose. It's against the terms and service of YouTube. Unfortunately, it's against the terms and service of YouTube, because if people have to pay to win, then you are gamifying the channel. Okay, so you can't. We love giving money away. We love giving prizes away. It's there to promote the channel, and then people can win. And to be honest with you, the people that win are always 9 times out of 10 the members, because they're the ones that do the most things. People that don't care about the channel they'll get one ticket where they don't have to do anything. They just sign in through YouTube, for example. So those people very rarely win. I mean, they can win, but we can't make it so members only win, because that would be gamifying the channel, and that would be against terms of service on YouTube. So sadly, we can't do that. All right. Sometimes I wish we could, but we can't. Anyway, there we go. Just to prove that Drillian Damage is just about being a scammer. Look, this channel is to make losers. So there you go. I've had enough now. So there we go. All right, Drillian Damage is gone. That's it. We won't hear from Drillian again. He tried to pretend to be nice, and all the time he's telling everybody this is a channel to make losers. So there we go. We'll never hear from him again. He can rant and rave to himself. No one's interested. Right. Who's buying Sidus? Never heard of the blockchain. Yeah. So I want to make sure that this is right. It's called Applied Blockchain. And if we look here on the Applied Digital, technology engaged in development operation of data centers, computing, Applied Digital Corporation. If we go over here, Applied Blockchain is a US-based company operating in software. Read more. Headquartered in Dallas. It's the same company. Applied Blockchain, Applied, it's the same company. It's got the same CEO, the same address, the same, everything about it. Mr. Wesley Cummings, if I'm looking at this, if you confirm that this is the one you want me to do, I will do it, and I will do it for you right now. But yes, this is it. It's the same company. If we look at the, where is it now? Same share price and everything. I mean, look, it's the same share price. It is the same company. So there's no question about it. It is the same one. You've shown do what you think is right and not look at me at 20%. Da, 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 da. Never seen blockchain. Not sure. It is the same. There's no question. It's the same stock price, the same CEO, the same address. I don't know what else to say. It's the same. It is exactly the same. Raman, sorry, what's your wife's averages if you can remember? Again, I'm not prepared to go into that. My wife's account has got nothing to do with anyone here. My wife said, look, I'm fine to transfer your stock, but I am not part of your show. I do not want to be a on YouTube or anything. So please respect that. I won't answer any more questions about my wife's account. Okay. Just doubled my to-do. There we go. We got a brave man here. He's doubled his position. Happy birthday again, Ed. I hope you're having a magical day. I think we should start a new channel called Lucas Investor. Good idea. Glad I sold to do for a small profit around 10. Much happier in hindsight knowing how low this company stock has dropped. All of the shares of Class A common stock and pre-funded warrants are to be sold by the company. We are the champions. Good job. I enjoy watching you. I think the call. I'd like to hear about Sidus. I think a call would be wise. Yeah, I mean, Martini Racer, do you want to call in? What's Italy shaped like, Dimash? Someone.
Yes, do it, thanks.
Okay, you've got it. Please focus on Sidus. Yes, well, let's find out some information then. Let's do the review. Let's do a review for, can anyone, in fact, I'll do it myself. Get information on Sidus. And then we'll do a review. We'll do Yardstick. Now, Yardstick, procure space. Just while I'm here, make sure I've got this right as well. UFO. Yeah, that's, oh, right. UFO, let me just double check that as well. UFO. Right, Yardstick. That's what I wanted to ask you. We cannot do UFO. I'm afraid you can't do UFO. We don't do ETFs. We do single stocks. So I'm taking that off. So I'm going to do Applied Digital for you now. And then I've got DWAC. Okay. So that's it for the minute. Don't give me any more for the minute. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Portfolio is doing well. Right. Let's go into Sidus. See if we'll invite Martini Racer onto the show. See if Martini Racer wants to call in. Now, I did say to you guys, I had reached out to Carol M. Craig with no response through her personal messaging service and the company, Investor Relations. Nobody has responded for comment about the company. I've been trying to get hold of them, and there is no response, or there is no one's even read the emails. So that's very odd. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you. Let me see if there's any news here. Sidus. So Sidus space. Here it is. Okay. I've got the information. Okay, I've got everything we need. So where are we now? We are 2 hours 23. 2 hours 23. Sidus. If Martyn Eraser wants to phone in, then that would be great. I need to get through all the questions. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Yardstick, yes, I've read the super thanks. I've just read them on the show. John McGilvery, I signed it in just to support Martyn. Good show, good advice, and wouldn't have known Sidus drop without this channel. Load it up. There you go.
Joke PLEs.
Joke? What is joke? Antonio Dela Cruz, what is joke? I'm trying to go through all the comments. Okay. Lots of comments here. Okay. Sidus space. Let's have a look now. Sidus. And then we're going to do this review. We've done Jeffrey Diamond, the bell. We've done that. I can clear that now. Excellent. Okay. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that was. Someone gave me a super chat for Jake, Joke. Is it a joke stop? I don't know what that means. I don't know if you will explain that, then I'll happily do it. But anyway, never mind. Okay. Just before I announce it, do this one. Let's have a quick look. See if we've got up to 15,000 subscribers. 14,947. 53 to go. 15,000 is our next little hurdle to get over. Very exciting stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's do this now. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. Sidus Space, ticker symbol SIDU, plummets in the after hours. Why? We're going to cover it all right now. As I've said repeatedly, if you go back to all my videos on Sidus Space, the company might need to raise money. Well, that's exactly what they've done. They've diluted the stock, which means there are going to be more stocks available. And I will tell you though, from experience of doing this for the last 2.5 years, whenever a company announces a dilution, it's an overreaction. It just means for every share you owned, you now own 3, but they're worth 1/3. So they're just, you don't gain by this, but they're selling more stocks because they want to bring in more capital for the company. They are basically putting more stocks out there. So for every stock that you've got, they're now worth less because there are more stocks. Okay. So this is on one hand, not good for the investor. The investor doesn't like this. However, it raises the capital that the company need to get the job done. So whenever this gets announced, it's always an overreaction. You saw what happened the other day. Before anyone freaks out, what happened with Plug? Plug announced a similar thing, that they were selling $1 billion worth of Plug. What happened? The stock went down as an overreaction, and it's right the stock should go down because the stocks are worth less. So everyone is selling their stocks, but they'll buy back. But what happens is when everyone starts to see it go down, everyone sells out because nobody wants to get caught with it going down. And what happens then is when the dust settles, everyone buys more. So if you liked Sidus Space before, all the company are doing now is raising capital to get the job done. Now, you bought Sidus Space because you liked the deal with them putting the satellites on SpaceX. You like that. That's why you bought it. And the Lucasades here, we own 10% of this. 8.1 of it is just on Martyn Racer. And making this video, Martyn Racer is in the chat and he is not selling any. We've seen his filing. We know he's got those shares. We know it's real, okay? So right now what you've got is an announcement. And I'm going to share with you the announcement in a moment. It's overreacted, just like Plug. Everyone's gone, oh my God, what's going on? I don't want to be in it. Why would you? Because you can sell before it dropped and buy back for less. And that's what everyone's doing. But of course, when everyone starts selling, it goes down a lot quicker. It goes down way below where it should be. Okay, so it's gone down, and what we'll see over the next couple of days is it start to bounce from here. So this is an opportunity if you like the business in the first place. If you thought it was rubbish, then maybe you think it's even more rubbish. But if you liked what it was doing before, it's now half price. And it's basically been oversold. So it might go lower. Who knows? Nobody knows. But all we know is you've got a massive drop of 37% in the after hours. That's massive. So let me give you the information of what exactly has happened, and then you decide what to do. We've just spoken to Martyn Racer in the chat, and he has said he has not sold any of his shares. So 8.1%, and the rest of our army have said we're not selling either. So, we've all held ours. Let's have a look at the information that's just come out. So tap the like button and click subscribe and ring the bell. I will tell you, though, again, full disclosure, though, when I reached out to Sidus, I tried to contact Carol, the CEO, directly directly on our own social media and other ways. I've also tried to contact the company. I've had no response, and they've not even read the email. So I'm just saying that communication isn't great with Sidus at the moment. Let me share with you, just before I share with you this news, you can see my review here on Alpha Spread. There it is. And I did a full analysis and an owner reveal here. The short interest is 23%. So it is excessive, but remember, GameStop was 100% when it absolutely exploded. Do we have enough volume for this to go up from here? 23% short, nearly 24%. And remember, there could be more because only updated monthly. If we go down here and look at the average, if we just refresh this to get ourselves up to date, the average volume is 314, and right now we are at 168. So there's not enough volume for a short squeeze. We're not going to get a short squeeze at this volume. There just simply isn't enough volume. We need to double, triple our average. If we have some hang on, I'm starting to see Martyn Racer starting to see it come up now. As I said, oversold, overreaction. That's what happens in these small caps all of the time. Okay? As I've explained why. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. But our army haven't sold it. Let me read the announcement, all right? This is the announcement that has just come in. Announces proposed public offering. It's not even happened. It's a proposed public offering. So everyone gets out because they know it's going down. Remember, the value of the company hasn't changed. It's just they know it's going down. So why wouldn't you sell to buy it back lower? It makes sense. It's not a bad thing, all right? It's a good thing, potentially, if you are an investor, that is. If you're a gambler, then it's probably a load of pants. Anyway, let's have a look. Sidus Space today announced that it intends to offer to sell shares of its Class A common stock in an underwritten public offering. All the Class A common stock are to be sold by the company. Think Equity is acting as sole book running manager for the offering. Think Equity is acting as a sole book running manager for the offering. The company expects to grant the underwriter a 45-day option to purchase up to an additional 15% of the number of shares of Class A common stock and or pre-funded warrants sold in the offering to cover over allotments. If any, the offering is subject to market conditions and there can be no assurance as to whether or when the offering may be completed or as to the actual size of terms of the offering. Again, it's not happened. No one knows how much yet, but here it is. The announcement's been made. Boom. That's what happens. Now, this happens all the time on very small companies like this. However, we're not a penny stock. We're above $5 still. This could be a great opportunity if you like the business in the first place. I'm not going to read any more because the rest of it is just legal stuff going round and round and round. Anyway, coming back to it, this is Sidus Space. It's now down 34.577. Unfortunately, we don't have Martyn Eraser, who is the biggest investor in total with Sidus Space. He's not available on the phone right now. Maybe we'll get a response from him later, or perhaps he will comment to the video when it comes out. But I see this, if you liked it before, as an opportunity. And just to remind you of what the business is about, let me share with you what the business is actually about, just so we can fully understand the business. So before you jump in, let's have a look. If we look at the base case, undervalued 59%, undervalued 63% in a best case, and a worst case scenario, undervalued by 55%. However, we need to alert you, Sidus' intrinsic value estimate is unreliable because it is based only on multiples and doesn't use a DCF valuation. Very, very important, all right? So it's not enough going, well, that sounds great, let me buy it. It's not enough. We do have missing metrics. Unfortunately, I've already read you this before, so there's no point going through it again. But you can see the revenue is expected to move in the right direction, but the most recent range, we're down 5%. Operating income is up 0.1. Net income is down 0.1. Operating cash flow is up 8% on the most recent range. Operating capital expenditure has gone down, which has gone up, if you like, dramatically, 55%. They're spending a lot of money getting these satellites on board SpaceX. Well, that's expected, right? But if we look at the balance sheet, which is what you should be interested in, 17.8 million in assets, 9.3 million in liabilities. Good balance sheet. It's not more liabilities than assets, and it's not 80%, which is, where you don't want it, all right? It's about half, which is okay. And if we look here, we have no long-term debt, just short-term debt of $500,000 out of 9.3. So it's a good balance sheet. It's a good balance sheet, okay? They're not in piles of debt. So when I go down below here, there you go. Look, you see, solvency score, it's not going bust. So those who've announced earlier, those that try and spread fear and FUD and everything else, that the company is going bankrupt, on CNBC, apparently someone said it's going bankrupt, is completely misleading everybody. It could very well be those people want to buy it cheap. You may or may not like the stock, and that's fine. However, it's not going bust. Low DE, negative net debt, long-term solvency, and short-term solvency is all good. It's not going bust. It's complete and utter nonsense. Okay, we even had some inside trading buying the stock. This was bought here by Craig Carroll Moline. 116,000 back in May. Nothing been sold since then. We have a short interest of 23.84, which is bad. However, there's not enough volume for it to short squeeze. It's just downward pressure right now. So there's no sudden short squeeze going to come. Anyway, there's my update on Sidus Space. it could be a great opportunity. If you liked it before, you would love it now. If you bought it before, why wouldn't you buy it now? But remember, don't put more than you can afford to lose. But that's what investing is. Finding a good company that is undervalued. That's what Warren Buffett built his empire on. Looking for businesses that are undervalued. But those that are saying it's going bankrupt in 5 minutes, that's not true. That's completely ridiculous. They're just trying to manipulate and worry everybody. I am not in the stock. I am not pumping it and dumping it. My shares that I used to own have been transferred to my wife, locked away, nothing to do with me. So I'm not in any way pumping or dumping the stock or trying to help anybody out or want anyone to do well, or no one's paying or sponsoring me. But I think if you liked it before, then you should love it now. Okay, there you go. If you click above my head and down below in the description, you'll find the links to the reviews and more Sidus information. And over here, I'll put the review to it and the interview of Martyn Racer, who is the biggest shareholder of anyone, the whole world of Sidus space. So Martyn Racer will share you his thoughts on why he believed it was good value to buy 8.1% of the company. All right, there you go. I wish everybody the very, very best with it. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now then. I think we're going to wrap up the show, and I will do Applied Digital off air myself now in a few moments, if not first thing in the morning, because I've got to catch up with these videos. All right. Capital Gains is talking about transferring stocks. Yes, you need to contact Robinhood. If you want to transfer your brokerage from one brokerage to another, you need to contact the brokerage that you've got your shares with, that you are wanting to send it to, and request stocks to be sent from one account to another. There's a setting in Robinhood where you can transfer stocks to you. What you do is go on the other account and then you request stocks from your brokerage. That's how you do it. The easiest way, I think it's Capital Gains, is to contact your brokerage. If you want to transfer stocks from one account to another brokerage, you just contact customer services. That's the easiest way. Call Robinhood and then they can set that up. But you do need a brokerage already to accept it. All right, does that make sense? Okay. Don't go. I never bought Sidus. Don't go. Jojo, you are not leaving the Green Brothers, the gang. You're not buying. You didn't want to buy at 7 previous week is crazy. I swear every stock I've heard of through this channel has dumped. Lucid, Rivian, Tilray, Virgin Orbit, Virgin Galactic. You just got played. That's it. I'm off. Best wishes. Jojo, what do you mean we just got played? That's it. Who's playing you? Jojo S. Jojo's had a few beers. Whenever he talks like this, it's when he's had a few beers. And tomorrow he'll say, I was drunk. He says it a lot. No one's got played. Who's got played? No one's incentivizing anyone to do anything. All right? That's silly. No one got played. No one got incentivized to buy anything. All right. Let's have a look. Why has Sidus dropped over 30% when they are diluting 15%? as I explained, exactly what happened to Plug. Plug was exactly the same thing. Plug overreacted. This is what Wall Street do. Why is this a surprise to anyone? This happens. Look at Plug now. Look at Plug now. Do you remember when we got this news about selling stock? What happened? It went down to 225 and now it's at 379. It happens every single time. Yeah. Jojo, you play your own risk. No one is a financial advisor here. Big boy rules. That's right. No one got, okay, thanks. I've looked for hours on the app. Yes, you need the brokerage already, and that brokerage request it from Robinhood. So you need to go to another brokerage to request your positions from Robinhood. But as I say, the easiest way would be to call customer services of your brokerage. I hope that helps. Pete Barker, emotional reaction. That's it. Exactly it. We are to do and we are not. There you go. When he drinks beer, the truth comes out. I'm guilty of this also. I bought to do at 15. I am screwed. Why would you be screwed? Why would you be screwed? Because as I have said a million times on any stock that you own, I've said the same story over and over and over again. If you are going to buy a business, you know why you're buying it. You're not just buying it because everyone else says so. You understand the business and you know the business is going to be bigger in the future. So when it goes on sale, you buy more. Now you might go, well, I haven't got any more money. Then you overstretched yourself in the first place. What have I said over and over again? If you decide to buy a company and you start buying it and you say to yourself, what is my allocation? And you go, $1,000. Right. So you put 500 in. You keep the other 500 for the drop. Now you say, but what if it goes up? If it goes up, you've got 500. Don't get greedy. But you've got your other 500 on your buying power, ready to buy the drop. That's what you do. So you hold that money in hand. That's exactly why I have got here on my portfolio available to me $99,000 sitting there waiting. I am invested in the S&P because that's all I buy on my account. So you know it's integrity. I'm not pumping and dumping stocks. But I've got $99,000 to buy the S&P when we report tomorrow for the earnings and Jerome Powell speaks. I don't go all in and now I can't buy the dip. I'm earning 5% on uninvested cash. I'm earning money on Robinhood by just holding the cash. And then I can buy the dip. So when you allocate so much money to buy any stock, don't go all in on the first moment. Because what if it drops? Any stock like this, as I said in every single video, if you look at all my to-do videos, they all said the same thing. I like what the company are doing. It's not going bankrupt. It's got money to run itself for a few years. It's got the contract with SpaceX, but it's going to need some more money. So it will probably dilute. And when it dilutes, just like Plug did, everyone overreacts. Because if they're in here and they know the news is going to drive it down, why wouldn't you sell here and buy back here? You make more money. It's obvious. It's obvious. So everybody started to sell. Everybody else jumped on in. Oh my God, what's going on? So they started to sell. Then they started to sell. And before we know it, we're down 34%. And now tomorrow morning, everybody will go, it shouldn't have gone down that much. Well, yeah, it's because everyone sold it, right? Of course it bloody did. And now everyone starts buying it back and it goes up again. So of course now the shares are worth less because we've got a dilution, but not this less. This has gone down more than the dilution. So basically what you've got now is thereabouts a 15-20% discount, not 34, about 15 to 20%. So you've got a discount on the stock. So if you're not in the stock right now, this is a good time. If you are in the stock and you saved money to buy the dip, this is the time. If you don't believe in the company, and when I showed you the balance sheet, if you didn't like what it looked like and you don't like what they're doing, then you shouldn't buy it. And then you shouldn't have never bought it. So it's investing is easy. As I've said on my show over and over again, it's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. And what happens now is those that didn't understand the stock sell it, get fearful. Oh my God, they sell for losses. Then they don't know what to do. Then they get margin called and they go round and round like the bloody mulberry bush and end up at zero. Whereas those that are calm and calculated buy all the stocks cheap because they're not bothered. They just sit around going, well, I'll buy it, and off they go again. So there you go. Mark my words, it'll pop back up again. Okay, let's have a look. Just wait till tomorrow, Martin. No rush, brother. Okay, mate, I'll do tomorrow. Thank you. Let's get off. Let's get this scalp. All I see is amazing buying opportunities. I bet you regret selling Plug now, Martin. No, I don't. I would have made about $15,000, $20,000 now from the amount that I add in. But remember, I am looking at a much, much bigger. Do I look like someone who cares I've lost about 15 grand? No. Because I'm looking at the bigger picture. Right now, if this was my life, this was it. This was all the money I had, which it is, and I wasn't going to go anywhere from here. This was it. Yeah, I'd be depressed about losing 15 grand. However, I did it because it was the right thing to do for the integrity of my show. And what happened since I've done it? My show has gained speed and growing. The reviews are more popular. The videos are more popular. I had 6,000 people on the flight, more than anybody else for Virgin Galactic. No, the few subscribers that left, they've come back 1,000 times over. We had 1,000 subscribers in a week. I am looking at 10 million subscribers and a $1 million portfolio. I'm looking at a much bigger project. So I'm not disappointed in the short term about losing 15,000. My eye is focused on the path to the goal, not the journey to the goal. So great to have made more money, but it doesn't matter. I know where we're going with the show and where I'm going with my portfolio. So I'm not bothered. It was the right thing to do for the show, and we've proved that by the growth. I mean, you've seen it yourself. Okay. I can't sell such a low. I will hold. What are the views of Martini? Martini has just said he's not sold any of his shares. I wouldn't be surprised if he's buying more. That's what I would expect him to do because he went all in. So he's very bullish. So I would expect him to buy more if he's got the funds to do it. He's probably trying to find a way to do it. Mind you, if he buys any more, he'll be taking over the company. He owns like 8.1%. If he buys any more, he'll be sat on the board and he'll be the CEO. So he already said that. He doesn't want to take over the show. Just started a small to-do position with 50 shares. There you go. It's worth a punt at this price. There you go. There's Pete Barker, who makes a lot of sense when it comes to Rocket Labs. All right. I've got to end the show. We are way over time. Thank you ever so much indeed. Let me get off. Let's do day trader of the day. Let me come back to here. Tomorrow, of course, we've got the earnings. We've got Plug Power. We've got a Plug Power information coming out later. We've got MNTS review coming out. We've got the Sidus information coming out. And of course, tomorrow we've got, let's have a little look. Where are we? Let's go back to the homepage. Upcoming live streams tomorrow morning. Let me send you all across to this one. That's the opening bell in the morning. So let me change this. Let me do day trader of the day. Customization. Send you all to the 7:30 in the morning. There you go. Okay, that's it. Let's do day trader of the day. Are you up? Are you down? Are you making money? Let's have a look. Let's see who's up today. Here we go. Let's get out of here.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together.
I'm
in
up
seemingly perfect
0.63.
harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Here's my score.
You've been knocked down and got up again.
Up 0.63.
You're surrounded, no
Let's see who wins today. Roll the credits.
You've hit your fury and
Jeffrey Diamond goes into the lead.
I know you
Niels 1.81. Rallo 0.22. Clock and Sash God subscribers, members, Jonathan Santos, Super Chats, Giletic, Antonia Dela Cruz. Thank you for your Super Chats. Thanks for your support of the channel. Thank you very much indeed. I'm down 2% because to do. I was up 1.31. MSK up 2.3. I think MSK will be our winner today. Tony Sanford up 1.31. James down. Shannon Miller up 6.15. Is that your overall portfolio? Shannon Miller. That's a very, very good score. What about that? Wow. 2.4 up 3.57. Shannon Miller, is that your overall portfolio? Dang, Shannon, that is very, very good. What is she in? I don't know. Is that your overall portfolio or one stock? You've got 30 seconds to reply. Are you the winner? Is it your overall portfolio? Dang, Shannon, yes. Whole portfolio. Very, very good. Shannon Miller absolutely storms it. Let's give a round of applause. Very, very good indeed. Shannon Miller. Thank you very much for honest trades. Done very, very well indeed. Give her a thumbs up. Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations to you. I love it. There you go. Very, very good indeed. Very impressed with that. And thanks again to our sponsor today who sponsored the bell, CCNA Ultimate Labs. Everybody go and click on his website, ccnaultimatelabbs.com. Fantastic. He sponsored our bell today. That's it from me. Look out for the premieres. Big day tomorrow. The market caps, the big mega caps tomorrow. We've got Google and Microsoft after hours. We'll be covering them. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. Look out for the premieres. See you then. Until tomorrow, guys. Awesome stuff. 8,000 last 48 hours, 14,947, on the way to 15,000. That's it from me. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you back in the morning. Be good, behave yourselves. But that's it from me. Have a wonderful night. Thank you ever so much, everybody on TikTok. Bye-bye for now. That's it, folks. Have a wonderful evening. See you back shortly for the premieres. Congratulations, Shannon Miller. Wow. That's it from me. Have a wonderful evening. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.